Hey everyone, welcome to Rob's Gaming Table. I'm Rob, and happy holidays, Merry Christmas. It is Christmas Day, for I think the first time ever I've streamed on Christmas Day. So hey, new year, new things. I don't know, but I'm here. Hello, welcome to Rob's Gaming Table. I'm Rob. I already said that, but we're playing a solo only game, Final Girl. It's a Christmas miracle. I backed the last Kickstarter, so full disclosure, I paid for this. I paid for this bad boy. Living up here in the Great White North of Canada. I backed this project, and then they surprised us during the last Kickstarter, game found, whatever, crowdfunding campaign, and introduced that they were doing a Christmas or holiday themed box with Santa's Village, Krampus as the bad guy. We got Mrs. Claus and Cindy Lou Who, I guess an elf, as Final Girls. And I was like, man, I'm a sucker for this theme. I don't have enough holiday themed games. That's why I never really stream much around the holidays, any of that kind of stuff. Always just different things. So I put my money down and said, hopefully I get it. They kind of said Canada wouldn't really get theirs in time, probably. And I was following it kind of closely and was like, oh, come on, please get it here in Christmas time. I've already gave them crap about not getting Final Girl to us before Halloween, like for season 1 or 2 or whatever. Maybe season 2 came way early, but season 1 or something, we didn't get it in time for the second printing. But this actually showed up 2 days ago. I came back from a family gathering, and it was on our front porch on a Saturday evening. It got delivered at like 6 p.m. or something crazy like that. And it was covered in water because it was raining, and it was left on my porch in the rain for a couple hours. But yeah, it came. It was a Christmas miracle. And I was like, oh, damn it. I already scheduled other games to be played. We played recently the Dice Throne themed box, Santa versus Krampus. Just did that yesterday. Then I was like, when the hell am I going to stream this? Like, I don't think I should stream on Christmas. No one's going to watch, right? Everyone's busy, but not everyone celebrates. Different time zones, internet. And I was like, you know, maybe I could play it on Christmas, maybe after, I don't know. But then maybe people won't care. Then I thought of just holding it till next year, but that bothered me because they actually got it to me before Christmas. Like, I just bought it just like anyone else. This, again, was not sent to me by the publisher. I'm not being paid to play this by the publisher or anything. Thank you to these people for supporting the channel, allowing me to do this stuff full time. I appreciate it. But we played a ton of Final Girl on the channel in the past, especially recently in October. We played a whole bunch. If you're looking for Final Girl playthroughs, they're down in the video description. There's a playlist full of them. So if you want to see us play all the different Final Girl stuff, one of my favorite solo games, very thematic horror game. Now we got a horror themed like Christmas one, so we got to do it, right? And what better day to play it than on Christmas, I guess? By ourselves, solo only. Yep. I know you guys have asked for it in the past. I've tried on previous playthroughs. People say, why isn't Mel playing this? My wife, who streams Boardwick games with me sometimes, they're saying like, why won't Mel play this game? I'm like, it's solo. And some people are like, well, you can play it with her. And it's like, I know I'd like her just to play it on her own, but she's never plays a solo game. And I'm like, I think she would really like this game. She won't play it. So unfortunately, well, she's upstairs in the kitchen getting Christmas dinner ready. I've snuck downstairs and I'm actually doing this live stream without her knowing. But it would be cool to play with her like we usually do over the holidays. So it's kind of too bad, but I mean, I kind of never ask Santa for anything. I mean, he usually just gives me coal, so really I get nothing, you know. So maybe we can get Mel to play this instead of me, even if I believe. And we kind of have like a Christmas miracle, maybe like another one. Like, I know getting this game in time was a Christmas miracle, but maybe Santa, I know you're pretty much done and you're, you know, kind of tired and just chilling at North Pole and you've delivered a lot of presents. But if you hear me, I know I'm an ass to a lot of people. I know I say a lot of bad things about publishers and their board games and their mistakes and their shortcuts and their greed and all that kind of stuff, because they're just corporations, and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, I do a lot of mean things, and I know I make Mel hate board games sometimes the way I like, you know, I have bad manners when I beat her and I start dancing around and, you know, and then I have to sleep on the couch and all that. But like, if you could just make it so Mel could play this game today with me, or even instead she plays, like I'll even help her play. That would be amazing. Santa, if you could just do that, please, that would be amazing. Please.
What am I doing here? What did you do?
What?
What is a solo game?
Yes, it worked. She's here. You're playing this game, sucker. I just got Santa to make this happen.
Wait, what?
Bam! Yeah, so this is Final Girl on the table in front of you, Mel. And you're going to play. And you're going to play as whatever Final Girl you want. And I'm going to sit here and watch you play and answer questions and help you. And the chat's going to help you because I'm going to make them. So if you're here today, you just got suckered in to helping teach and play with Mel in a game of Final Girl. 2 Christmas miracles in one day. Where else does that happen? Nowhere. Rob's Gaming Table. That's where. Best channel on the interwebs. Deal with it.
Well,
Boom.
this should be exciting. That's all I can say.
Boom. Got him. Got him.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. Hello.
How's it going?
Hopefully the food you're making upstairs doesn't catch on fire or overcook or anything. So hopefully we play fast enough so we're done for you to get back to making dinner, I guess. But other than that, I can wait, I guess. I didn't really think this through, actually.
Yeah.
That turkey gets ruined. I don't know. Anyways, all right. There's my cheesy Hallmark twist intro for you. Hope you liked it. All right. I came up with that one. You like that? All right.
But I really am going to play.
Yeah, yeah. Mel's playing.
Yeah. So I'll need your assistance, please.
Yeah, yeah. Her first time playing Final Girl, get this. Get this. Let me tell you when she first played Final Girl. About an hour and a half ago. Learned it, read the rule book. I played, she played, I helped her. And then I said, would you be willing to stream this today? And she said, I guess. And I'm willing to help her. You guys are going to help her. We're going to play. There you go. So this is what we're playing. Final Girl, the North Pole Nightmare. It is literally in some local game stores here in Canada. Just south of the North Pole in Canada. We're Santa's neighbors, so that's kind of why I get these kind of miracles happening. But this, I did see it is in stock. I was looking at a couple websites of different stores that I order from, and they had it just come in like a couple days ago, maybe even on the weekend. I'm not sure, but yeah. So it arrived in retail. The people who paid to get it shipped directly to them actually got them shipped from the retail stock. So it was fully upfront that they would be shipping a whole bunch were on their way to retail already, and it was already being manufactured when we were surprised with this during the crowdfunding. And they basically offered anyone to join an additional crowdfunding campaign afterwards to then pay some shipping, and it was a cheaper way to get it too, sort of. Not really, I don't think, because I could get it cheaper just buying it from my local game store on an order with other stuff and get free shipping. But I basically paid like $5 for the game plus shipping, so it kind of evened out. And then you were kind of guaranteed a copy, and you wouldn't have to wait for a second print run or anything, which is kind of what happened, I think. So I backed it knowing I probably wouldn't get it by Christmas, but we did. So this is what it is. But if you're interested in this, you could probably go order it from your local game store if it arrives in your country. I don't know which countries it's arriving in, but I just know Canada and the US got theirs recently. And yeah, so I don't get any kickback from it. I'm just letting you know because I want to see more holiday themed games that are like games that I know are great and I love playing, rather than someone take a holiday theme and try to slap it on some garbage like family game or something, you know? So I want more of this to happen. So selfishly, if this sells, maybe we get another one themed. Maybe Van Ryder Games makes a new one. Maybe other companies take note and they start making holiday themed versions of some of the great games that we love, or expansions and that kind of stuff. And then I have a whole bunch of choice at the holidays to play games that more are aimed for the hardcore gamer, you know? That's what I kind of want. So anyways, hello everyone and Merry Christmas.
Yes,
happy
Merry Christmas,
happy
everyone.
holidays, and whatever you celebrate. If you celebrate anything, if not, just hey, what up? What up? Hostage Negotiator Krampus Edition? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Or what's the other one? The like the LA like detective investigator game they make, like, you know, make one like that, but like, you know, something went down at the North Pole. Someone stole all the glue for the kids' wooden toy presents. We're gonna have to solve this crime. You know, kind of that thing. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe that's a bad idea, but you know what I mean. All good. Just lock your daughter in the kitchen or something. If she burns the turkey, Santa won't bring her any presents. Too late. She opened her all the presents already.
And she's playing with her friends online.
Yeah, just like we thought. She just wants. She
doesn't care.
Yep, she got her gifts, and then she disappeared somewhere, and I don't know where.
Yep.
So we just said, you know what? Let's learn this game and play this game. See what happens. We got time today. Like I said, I wasn't sure if it would happen for sure, depending on how we felt and what was going on. But our other family stuff doesn't start for another day or two, so we got some time.
Yeah.
Dan says, so you played PvP and now you play solo together, breaking all the rules.
Well, I think I'm playing solo, and Rob is going to help me make sure, because I've only ever played one time.
I'm going to do my best not to tell her, like, I would do this, or you should choose that, or you should go this way. Because the best part is, I've never played this expansion. I've only watched Mel play it and kind of helped her. I gave her some tips that, like,
yeah, like at the beginning,
especially,
right?
But again, just like with any box of hostage negotiator and final girl, in both situations, when you add a new bad guy or whatever to the game, or a new location, you're adding in like item cards, you know, action cards sometimes, the killer or whatever, who new terror cards. All of it behaves different, and you don't know if your strategy in general is going to work, right? Also depends what shows up and how setup goes and what events start the game and all that stuff. So Mel was asking me like, oh, what would you do? How would I do this? Or what's the best starting and all this, like opening plays and stuff. And I'm like, man, all depends on what's happening. And like, I don't know what Krampus focuses on. I don't know how to deal with Krampus. I don't know Santa's Village. I read the rules for it. I did look up on BGG some rules questions. Some things got spoiled for me there. And then I watched her show a few cards. So I barely have any experience with the Santa's Village and Krampus, but with the North Pole Nightmare set we have above us here. But, you know, feel free to play along and help us out. We'll try to have you guys be able to follow along. We'll all play together. We'll take it slow. And this is my way of tricking Mel into playing this game. And then maybe in the future, maybe we could have a Halloween miracle. And maybe Mel's in a solo stream playing this game with you guys. And no, we will not rename the channel. And no, I will not be fired. And no.
That would have been the joke if we did it reverse. So if we turned it on and I was here and Rob wasn't at first, I would have said like, welcome to Mel's gaming table.
I did run that idea by the producers. They weren't having it.
And then Rob come in like, wait, what's happening here?
Yeah. I ran that by the producers. I was like, should Mel start on the screen? And then everyone's all excited. And then I ruin it, you know, I be Krampus. And like all of a sudden I appear on the screen and everything's like, haha, I'm playing with you. And this is going to suck. Haha, Rob's here. I ruined everyone's party and Christmas. But nah, I'm in a good mood. Let's have fun with it. But yeah. Yogi says, I have no idea how they could do it, but some sort of twin girls separated through dimension scenario. You could do it just like the classic Super Mario Brothers on the NES. You just literally, Mel's final girl takes a turn, then the killer, then it goes to my turn. Like Luigi, I'm taking a turn by myself while she's twiddling her thumbs, you know? Like how you design bad two-player games where there's lots of downtime. That's how. Yeah.
Oh, Michael says, Mel's playing solo. What's next? Rob's New Year's Day painting stream? That'd be so funny.
I like to grow my channel, not destroy my channel and lose people. I like to gain and grow my audience, not make them run away. So as much as I can.
That is funny.
I mean, I make some run away already, but that would set a whole new level of, oh my God, what am I watching? What is this horror show Rob's putting us through? I'm out of here. Okay, so let's get down to the table. All right. We got Krampus the Killer. We got Santa's Village. Boom. Santa's Village. Definitely looking at it on camera from a bird's eye view, like this chat can see right now. I can actually see the connecting locations a little better.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, you guys have heard this rant before. I'll make it brief. But when you put white numbers and lines that are very important to gameplay on type of white backgrounds, makes it kind of hard to tell, especially when you're teaching a player how the panicking system works and how to find adjacent locations. Because if you look at this board right now, like there's a location here, but it kind of like you can't really see it. And then like there's a connection here and here. It's like, yeah, seeing the connections here, it's like not the best graphic design for this, but I can't complain too much because we're playing in freaking Santa's Village. So that is awesome. But yeah, I wish this was done a little better. Yeah. Too bad they couldn't make it more like a nighttime, darker theme to make the blues dark and then use a different color for the connections. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure, but it's weird, but yeah. Okay. So that's what we got. We're going to have to set up stuff, which we will set up, I guess. Let's just do setup stuff.
Yep.
I'm not going to teach you how to play Final Girl. We've done that in other videos. There is an official how to play video out there on the interwebs. You can search that up if you want to know how this game plays. I think it's like a 30 to 40 minute video, if I remember correctly, from the channel Watch It Played. And if you go back in the playlist, watch some of our earlier playthroughs of me playing this game, I definitely explain the game. That's not what we're doing today. So if you want to pause it, go watch that, come back, all good. Even if we're still live, you can scrub around in the live stream. You can watch this stream later. If you're watching later, pause the video, go watch that, come back if you want to know how the game works. And this is your first experience with this, but I'm not doing a teach today. We're pretty much, Mel's never played, so like, or played once.
Once, yeah.
So you will get some teaching, and you know, we're playing with a new player, but you should still, I expect you to know the basics of the game to follow along. But I know a lot of people have been hanging around the channel over the last couple of years. You've seen tons of this game, so you probably already own it or know how it works. Or if you played Hostage Negotiator, you get an idea. Because it's kind of similar. Obviously, there's differences, but all right. So let's set this game up. So we're going to do some random setup on stream here. All live, all random. Here, pick a card and place it down here in the bottom. That's going to be the Dark Power that will surprise you every game. We're not playing with any of the like super hard ones, obviously. We're not playing on Extreme Horror mode or anything like that. But those are in the box. So that's why we only have 3, but I think there's like 4 of each of these things that come with the game. Yeah, just pick a card, throw it in there. Okay. Let's do, you're playing as Mrs. Claus, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Mel had a choice because I only let her choose from the ones that came in the box. But we have Mrs. Claus, 6 health. She's all about the healing. So in my mind, that tells me like she wants to do some attacking, or she's okay like doing weak attacks early that might hurt her. Or any cards that hurt her, sprinting that hurts you, you're kind of okay with it. Oh, a little black specks maybe. Okay, because all her things are about healing, and that's like what she does, but she can't heal above 6 health. So if you're rescuing victims before losing health, these are all blank then, and that's kind of feels bad, right? That's like
yeah, it can be.
But if you actually use those resources, those hearts, and you're losing them by doing attacks and letting the, you know, going more aggressive after the killer, I think is what she is trying to do. That's kind of what you want to do, maybe. I could be wrong. Anyone in the chat, and you know, yell at me if I'm missing something here. But this is what Mel wanted to pick, and I'm like, okay, that's sure. But when you do flip her over, if you do rescue, it's only 4, which is really powerful actually, because most of them are like 6, some are even less. But the fact you can flip her fast, maybe that outweighs wasting some hearts. But again, that's only if you value her ability on the back, if it's useful to get early. Now, the cool part is, when you flip, you could recover all health. Wait, what? So then you definitely want to be losing health early with her, because if you're flipping this after only 4 rescues, then this ability fires off, right? And if it's wasted, then why are you flipping? Well, if you flip, she no longer has a health limit. But wait, I've already lost access to all these, which healing would matter. So then, like maybe long rest and the heal that's in the freeze, maybe you can be then going crazy with that after and building yourself up to heal above 6. And then you're just like, you're not afraid of him because he hits you, and then you just keep healing and like, you know, and you can go above. I don't know. I'm not sure. But for each additional victim saved also, so if you can flip this early, this you can take advantage of. Because you'll hopefully save a few more victims, you'll recover health, and if you still haven't lost health, it'll go above. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, we'll see if we can make that happen.
Joe, get out of here. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. Anyways, so Mel chose to pick Mrs. Claus.
Yes. I just wanted to go more with the heal. I don't know if it's a smart play.
She also starts with 6 health. That's something.
Yeah.
Cindy here, Cindy Luhu, or whatever this elf is. I think she's an elf. I'm not sure. I don't know.
I think so, yes.
We don't have a background story on Cindy. I don't think this came with any lore kind of stuff. On the rules, no. There's no background. And that's probably in a future Kickstarter or something. I don't know. Or maybe it's in when the next Kickstarter stuff arrives, probably. Season 3 or whatever. But Cindy is has, you know, very creative. They took a lot of time to think of all the actions to put on these two. I'm sure it took them months to come up with like, what do we put in the second victim saving for Mrs. Claus? You know what? I like that heart we put in the first one. What if we do a second heart? Okay. Now, what do we put in the third ability slot? And then some guy down at the end of the table, some interns like, how about 2 hearts? And they're like, give this guy a promotion. And you know, and then they like, you know, then they did it for this one. They're like, all right, we put a move 1 space. What should we put for the next one? You know, okay. Anyways, very creative here. Yeah. So besides that, when resolving a walk or sprint, you may treat a fail roll as you got 1 success roll. So like on here, if this is what you rolled, which is sad times, or sad times, 2 sad times, you could instead resolve the little blue line here instead.
Also seems very good.
Yeah, that's right there. Walking and running are one of my favorite things to do in this game, because I do that, I feel like, the whole game. Well, and you know, maybe lowering health is like really my favorite. But after a while, if you're doing that right, you really need to also be running and walking. At some point, you'll do some punching and killing and critical blowing and all that stuff. But maybe you don't get that far. But yeah, I like this. This is good for me. But for each additional victim save, you gain some time. Okay. This doesn't seem mind-blowing. Like all this, she's not the most appealing abilities, final girl, whatever. But I don't know. I would choose her over Mrs. Claus. But I think Mrs. Claus has the potential of forcing me to play not my usual play style, and that I appreciate. The fact that she's got like, I just want to run at the killer right at the start of the game and say, YOLO, I got 6 health, hit me. Oh, I lost some. Well, let me just save this victim. Oh, I'm back up to full, you know, and I'll hit you again, Krampus or whatever, you know. It's kind of neat. Like, so that's the style Mel's going to play with. I don't know if that's the way you should play it.
No idea.
You do whatever, man. But that's my thoughts on seeing my first impressions of the Final Girls. I've never played with either of them, so I don't know. But yeah, interesting choices they put in the game. But I just want to show those off. All right.
You want to do these then?
Yeah, we could do those. You shuffle them. I'll pick 2 to put on the board. I won't look.
Okay.
So hopefully I give you the 3 hearts one. And hopefully Krampus gets a big fat 0. And those you can just get them out of here. We don't need them ever again.
Gone.
You don't look at them, don't touch them.
Gone.
And then you got Mrs. Claus at all of her health, 6 total,
1,
including
2,
this.
3, 4, 5, 6.
And this guy's at 10 health, including his little token.
8, 9, 10. Yep.
Okay, and you're starting at 4 horror.
I am.
Stupid Krampus. 6th time, he's at 0 on the bloodlust.
Oh, sorry.
And we need to set up this board, so I'll shuffle these.
Bob, hello.
Oh, Christmas peeps. Bob, what up?
Hello.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Something is wrong with Bob. What about Bob? Okay, pick a setup card. Any setup card. I do like the symbol they use for Santa's Village, a little tree topper star. It's kind of cute, I guess. All right, here's our setup for today. Oh, hold on. Pedro, thank you for subscribing, but unfortunately, you've been naughty this year.
Welcome.
Sorry to hear it, but hopefully if you hang out a little more here and you stick around the channel, that can turn around by next year. We'll see. I don't know, but thanks either way for subscribing. I don't mind bad people hanging around the channel. That's fine. I am one of you. Okay.
Okay, so
that's there. So you're going to be up here.
And I'm going to go here.
Krampus is in the center. And then we'll just start slapping these victims around. Oh, there's 3 at the runway. So here, you guys can, I'll give you a tour while we're doing this. We have Santa's house up here, which is an item. If you want to start shuffling these, actually.
I do.
We have Santa's house up here. We got a runway here. We got Santa's workshop here. We got some rescue or escape spaces on these corners, 3 spaces. We got the stables over here where the reindeer are. A bunch of unknown locations, but we also have the village center in the middle, which is cool. So 3 victims on the runway. We got 2 just in this area here, right beside a rescue space. We got 1 in Santa's workshop, 1 here, 1 here, 1 over in the stables, and 1 here. That's our victims. So for these items, we get 4 in each location. Here's our stables. Here is our Santa's workshop. So stables is over here. Whoops, sorry, buddy. Oh yeah, by the way, the victims in this are not just regular victims, okay? This also, if I knew this in advance, I may have canceled the whole order for this box, okay? This might turn some of you completely off, Because for me, I almost lost it. Santa's Village, fun, happy place, okay? We already got Krampus, and wait till you hear about his presence, okay? We already have horrible Krampus. We got a horrible Terror deck. It's freaking Final Girl. Everything is horrible, okay? But we're in Santa's Village, right?
Right.
Santa's elves are the victims. And instead of making them fun and helpful because they're elves and they're nice, no, they're annoying. They're talkative, they're energetic, they're extroverted, and very, very annoying, okay? So each time you move into a space with an elf, you lose a time for each elf in the space. Not when they panic into your space, not when they're following you when you're moving. Only when you move into their space, you lose a time for each elf because they're distracting, they're annoying. They're like the little girl from Earthborn Rangers. That kind of idea.
Oh yeah, queasy.
Yeah, they're just wearing you down, wasting your time. What the hell, man? Why would you do that? Why are the elves like that?
Yeah, that's so annoying.
They're Santa's elves. Yeah, it's crazy. That is weird, but that's like the only thing going on with Santa's Village. Like, that's it. I go to read it. I thought it'd be something awesome. Oh, and by the way, yeah, the art, awesome. Yeah, there is a freaking little speck or something. There, if I hold this up, or is that on a, you guys see that?
Yeah.
Oh, it is there.
Yeah, you got it.
I can't see it when I look at the thing. Anyways, all right. But yeah, look at that art. There's Krampus in the back. Awesome. And someone's hand, an elf's hand sticking over mine. Anyways, back to dealing out items. Okay. So all these items set aside. We do not get them in this game. Okay. Let's find out what the top thing is at the stables. It's kind of jabby and stabby. It's the Tree Star. It's used from range 1 to do extra damage. Oh, okay, so you can use it in the same space as you. It's just a stabby weapon. But you could throw it like a Ninja Star if you're 1 range away, but if you do, you lose it because it gets stuck in their head, you know, like, and it does extra damage. Just want to, I feel like this isn't, there we go, that's better. Okay, gotta sharpen that up. All right. Next. The Red Wagon. Hop inside, little elf.
Oh.
1 additional victim may follow you, but it does take up a hand because obviously you have to hold the handle. So,
right.
So obviously this game is full of super realism, so that makes sense.
Okay.
Most realistic game I know. And then you got normally for making toys, but not today. A workshop hammer.
You only lose 1 time when entering a space with victims, no matter how many are in the space.
Very
That's
nice.
Good.
Okay, so you got some good items. So
where's that one?
I'm sure they'll all get stolen
Santa's
before you
house.
get them, or they'll get discarded or something.
How do I get that?
So this is in Santa's house, which is up here.
Okay.
That's where the hammer is. If you want the wagon, that's in the workshop down here. And again, you can have both of those, or the Tree Star and the wagon, or I don't know if you'd want to have both the star, but you could throw the star and use the hammer and keep it with you. But you can't like use them together, I don't think, right?
No, you can't.
Yeah, I don't think you can use 2 weapons, like stack them, but.
Okay, interesting.
But yeah, definitely reducing the amount of time you lose from entering victim spaces. So that like you're scaring them with your hammer or something and they're not annoying you. Is that what's happening with that?
Maybe. Threatening them?
Yeah, cool. All right, so that's set up. So there's a ton of tarot cards, I feel like, more than usual here. Lots of Krampus ones mixed in. I'm gonna give that a little shuffle. We'll get 10 cards. If this is kind of mixed up, I guess we put these in, these are present tokens related to Krampus. I'll just draw them at random when you need them.
Yep.
We have some tokens for cards from the location. We could draw our first event, I guess, and look at that while I'm shuffling here.
Tree lighting ceremony. Move all victims 1 space closer to Santa's Village.
Oh, good. It's something you can do.
Oh, okay.
So that's our starting event, and then we'll discard it after you're done.
Okay. So this one will come here. That's closest. I think that one is also closest. Oh, now that they're all clumped together. This one is closer. That one is closer. Is this a bad thing that they're all like?
Well, for the time problem, yes. Because now you want to go in any one of those locations, instantly, like, you're out of time. That sucks. And also, if they drop you down to the red there, then your turn ends, like the action phase ends, right?
Yeah.
And also, if he just goes to like one of the spaces, he'll just sit there killing, and he never needs to move because his little ability is stabby stab. You are a victim in the space. Obviously, he kills victims first. Then he wants to refocus where, you know, the closest you or victims are, and then goes to space with the most victims. And he moves. Then he drops a present, is what this means. So what that does, for those at home who don't know and haven't seen it, these presents, we will draw a random one. You will roll a die, just like you kind of do panicking, and you pick the killer's space. And how I like to think of it, if I'm understanding it correctly, is I roll the die. Then I look at the space like I would for panicking, and depending the die roll, whether it's a direction or it's not there, it could drop the present on its own space or throw it to an adjacent space. But if there's already a present there, it won't drop one. If a victim ever is in a space with a present, they're selfishly, or an elf, I guess, I don't know why, but they selfishly open them.
Because they're annoying.
Yeah, they are annoying. If they open them, and it's a good benefit, we get it. But if there's a benefit on it for like specifically for you, you won't get it. It's kind of weird. And their punishments, they'll take them. Or no, they think they still happen to you.
No, they still happen to me. I think just benefits don't happen. Like they take the benefit.
Let's just read it so we're all on the same page here. But I'm pretty sure I understand. I think we're doing it right, but let's double check. So Krampus leaves evil presents in his path as he goes around terrorizing his victims. Of course, some of the presents were stolen from Santa Claus and mixed in with the less than nice gifts. If they were all evil, his victims would quickly realize it and not be curious to open them. So when you see that present icon, you place, roll a die, place a random unrevealed present token in or adjacent to a Krampus space according to the number rolled and the panic numbers on Krampus's space. If there's already a present token in that space, do not place a new present. No present is placed. Opening presents. Presents can be opened by you, or in many cases by victims. To open a present, flip the token over, reveal the effect. Some of them will give you time loss, time gain, horror loss. Other presents are very nefarious and show Krampus's head. For these, you draw Krampus presents. They're here. So shuffle those up. Those decks, I didn't shuffle them or anything. There's only 4 of each one. So obviously as you play, you'll kind of learn what's possible of those. And then there's 4 Santa presents. So there's also ones with Santa hats that you could get. Okay. It says, when a final girl opens a present, when in a space with a present token, during the action phase, you may choose and reveal the present. You may even open a present while moving through a space by immediately revealing it, applying the effect before continuing your movement. A victim opening a present. Whenever a victim is in the same space as a present, no matter how they or the present got there, even if they followed you into a space with it, the victim opens it. Immediately reveal the present. When a victim reveals a Santa present, so drawing one of those Santa hat cards, discard the Santa present. Discard the Santa presents card with no effects. So it's gone from the game, I guess, or discarded. And he keeps the gift for themselves, greedy little jerks. When a victim reveals a Krampus present, draw the Krampus present card and resolve it as indicated. So you discard the good ones, but you still resolve the bad ones, even if it's not you revealing it. That's jerky. I really don't like these elves, man. Thought they were going to be cheery and fun. I mean, Will Ferrell, when he was an elf, seemed like
he had the best time ever.
I know. I pictured like them kind of like fun like that, but I guess elves are all jerks. I didn't know that. Christmas movies were lying to me. Then it says, in all other cases, apply the presence effect on you. Even if you're not in the same space, the effects impact you as they affect your Christmas spirit. Okay, so even if a victim opens a present, everything else affects you except for the Santa hats get discarded, basically.
Okay.
The present will get discarded, or the card. Discard the Santa presents card with no effect. Okay. That's what's happening. Bloody elves, yes.
I know, right? So then these are my cards, all the 0 cards.
I think we've set up everything. So these all have been moved, so we can just discard this.
Oh, nice.
Event.
Nothing I have to think about.
Yep. No extra rules from that. No extra rules from him yet until this flips. So if we look at Krampus' board here a little bit, just to help, I like doing this when I'm playing, is kind of look what's his focus, like what does he do here? So he just does the basic move faster, just fights faster, but he does do the horror raising 3 times, really bad at the start. So keep that in mind when you're looking at your horror and your dice you're rolling. The other thing he does at the top is he recovers health, actually. So if you let it get out of control and he's killing victims like crazy, even if you're using Mrs. Claus to fight him constantly and you take his health down, once he gets to the top and he keeps going up, he'll just keep getting health and discarding the next tarot card to rush him to his finale ability, which is on the other side of this, where he'll basically come after you and pretty much kill you like right away if you're not ready for it. Other than that, it looks pretty normal. I mean, we'll see what happens with tarot cards. Could be juicy stuff in there. Could be tarot cards from the locations deck. But I think the majority are from his. I think his stack was like more than twice the size of the location deck. So you're going to see Krampus cards more often. So
Okay.
Just keep that in mind.
Okay. I mean, ideally, I would love to get to Santa's house over here to get that hammer, but I don't know that I want to necessarily go through these guys with a 3-time loss right off the bat. The stables has the tree
Got my drink.
Oh, you need to go get it?
Yeah, I can get it. I'll be back. You work it out. Don't break the game, okay?
Okay. Well, they'll tell me if I'm doing something
Yeah.
wrong, I'm sure. The other thing I could try to do, I don't know that that's smart, is we can come down here, get this guy and get him out. But then again, I'm not getting a benefit from saving him. I can't get into, there's only 2 spaces to get into Santa's village. These 2 spaces here, which obviously they've on purpose blocked me. So then the other play is, maybe do I try to build this up a little bit? We know that we're going to lose a lot of horror, so I could do some focus actions. Could move in there. That's 1-time loss. So most we can walk. 2 spaces if we're good. Full success. I don't know about that. This game, the hardest part is like your first turn, I feel, of like kind of deciding what to do. I'm kind of debating a walk. No. Yes, I don't want to stay there.
Okay, I see Michael R in the chat saying this is the worst card event to get at the beginning of the game. That is wrong. I thought we saw the worst starting event when I was teaching Mel. There's a card in here called Blizzard. Mel actually started in the middle on her setup the first time we played. She started at Village Center. She got the Blizzard card on setup, which literally put 2 Blizzard tokens from the blocking her in the center, and she couldn't move. You have to wait for the upkeep phase for these blizzards to circle the board, and they block it that you can't move into the space where the 2 blizzard tokens are. So literally for the first part of the game, she literally was stuck in the middle. Couldn't do much, but I explained to her, like, you always can do something. But those tokens flying around the board were so horrible, but you might be right. This could be worse because she can walk, like she can avoid these guys.
Yeah, like
but the killer can just go scoop up a whole bunch and just, but it still would take him multiple turns. Depends on what happens here.
Correct.
Like he might get extra attacks and kill a bunch of them, like in 2 turns, they're all dead.
But the other problem is this event with the time issue of the elves, right? Like if I want to go into here, like
I know.
he's kind of like protected by the elves as well.
And then the worst part is if he's efficiently killing every single turn, this is going to get up really fast. You're going to have him have an extra ability. You're going to have your horror be like jacked up and you're rolling less dice.
True. They would panic and potentially separate,
yes.
which could be helpful.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, once the first one's killed, the rest could run away. I don't know how this board's kind of laid out, if they run away often or if they get blocked often. Yeah, here they wouldn't run if it was a 1 was rolled, but every other number they do. So, I mean, you might be okay. Yeah, you might be okay. And Jackpot Man, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. But yes, the moving into a victim's space and like being punished for that is like so painful. Like
I know.
It hurts me. I like don't want to play this box,
especially because
that one rule.
My goal I wanted to get to up here, right? So then I would have to go through these guys, but I don't want to take 3 time loss and then just waste that 3 buying power potentially. But I don't want to stay where I am. That I know. The stables I can get the tree star, but I don't know that that's super helpful. I really want the hammer.
Sorry. Well, you're thinking I also forgot to set the stage. Krampus is Santa Claus's evil twin, which I didn't know. I don't know if that's normal. Each year, the Horned Devil would go out on Christmas Eve, punishing the naughtiest of the naughty kids. He was so good at his job, as was Santa, that Krampus's list got smaller and smaller every year until finally He hungered for new targets to inflict his pain and punishment on Santa and his elves. But then again, if you don't play with him in this location, because you can mix this, we could play with him in Camp Happy Trails or whatever, right? The North Pole is home to Santa Claus, Mrs. Claus, and of course the elves. The village is very connected and easy to get around, supposedly. Supposedly,
unless the elves are in your way.
Supposedly.
Stupid elves.
Or blizzards.
Or blizzards. Okay. I mean, there also is a play where I just attempt to walk. I go into this space with these guys.
I would get that hammer, because this hammer is like
on the direction of the hammer. I could bring some of them with me.
Yeah.
Which moves them out of the way of him.
Yeah.
I have a feeling he's going to go down here, which
he has to, because there are more victims that choose that, right?
Which is so annoying. So I want to go up here. He's going to have his buffet down here of victims.
But they'll scatter
by the time I get down there. But then
But it's far away. Like, that's a lot of actions to get down there. It's going to take you many, many turns.
I know.
But if you have the hammer, like, it could help.
So if I move...
Also, the wagon could help to take extra victims with you. That's another option.
Yeah,
but Santa's Workshop's all the way down here. Yeah. Well, and remember, you can pass through the killer's space, and he won't do anything.
No.
At least not this killer. Mrs. Claus out for a lovely sleigh ride. Sleigh ride. I love it.
Yeah.
And Michael says she wants the Christmas hammer so she can spread cheer.
I know, exactly, right? Oh, but you'll get a question, which is a good one. If you wanted to move into a space with 10 victims in it, with only 1 time left, can you still do that?
I think so.
I think so, right? I don't remember it saying you couldn't.
Hold on. Let's find out.
That's a great question.
Yeah, you would be able to. Nothing here is saying you can't do that, like when you're buying cards, because you can. You definitely can do it in the action phase for sure. When you play cards that like this. Let's say I played Distraction. I had 1 time left. If I went to resolve this 4, I'm allowed to play the card because this 4 will just hit me to 0 or whatever. Then and then are actually -1, and then I end the turn. So I would rule that because these little rules here don't say like you must have enough time left to actually move in.
It would just end your turn though, right? Because you'd go into the negative.
But I don't think they say that.
Like you would lose as many as you can up until this, and then after that move, you'd be done. Right? Because you'd be in this space.
Yeah, it's just saying it's the red down, and that always is totally fine to take a certain amount of time loss, just like on Distraction. So literally, it's you're resolving this symbol, and whenever you resolve this symbol in the game, you just lose as much time as possible. And if you can't spend the rest, you'll obviously hit the end and have to end. So that's the way it works, I would say. Because it's not saying that symbol is behaving different in this situation. I mean, that's how I would rule it. But
I think I'm going to play a walk and see what happens. I am tempted. I'm very tempted to walk right through these guys. Maybe bring some that way. I want to go towards the house and see what happens. So I'm going to walk. Rolling 2 dice. Oh, we did get 1 success, eh? And I could throw away 2 cards for the other one. That would let me move 2 spaces. This is going to be bad, though, actually, because I'll have to lose time for the card. Plus, if I go that way, I'll have to lose 3.
And then if you have no time to buy cards, remember, you'll have no 0-cost cards to pick from either. So you might want to...
Maybe I go... Yeah. Maybe I go towards the stables. I wish I could, like, throw the elves. Like, if I went into this space and, like, throw them that way.
Maybe there's an item in this deck that lets you do that. I don't even know. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe I go towards the stables, at least to get something.
It's like a giant slingshot. You just put elves in it and you...
They're little, right?
Maybe that's the thing. I don't know.
Yeah, and I can move this way. Okay, so 1, I have to lose a time for the elf. And I'm not going to... am I going to pitch cards?
It's got dark.
Sorry. I should have probably decided if I was going to pitch cards, which I should. I should.
Oh, you can't throw them. They're elves, not dwarves. Oh, okay.
Oh, I don't think I need this short rest.
Oh, yeah.
And don't think. Okay, we'll throw away, sorry, to make that a success. So we got 2 successes, so we can move up to 2 spaces. I already lost time for moving into his space. I think I go here. That would be me at 4. I'd have for buying. I could buy a search to search at the start of the next round. At least get the tree started.
Are you trying to go to the stables? Is that what you're doing now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's a path of least resistance. Yep.
So it'll give me extra damage.
Yep.
Because if I can outrun the damage he's going to heal if he does get up there
Yep.
by doing more attacks.
And if you ever do get a hold of this hammer, you could just throw the star at him for some extra damage.
Right.
And still have a melee weapon.
And I don't think I want to take this little elf with me, or do I? Maybe I just do, right? So I don't have to run into his space again.
Yeah, I would.
Because that's annoying.
Because you
and
could
then if I
also
can get the
down
wagon,
here
and I can
too to save him.
Oh yeah, true. Okay, so that's 2 spaces, and I have to spend a time. All
Did
right.
you spend the time for entering with the elf?
I did.
Okay.
I have 3 cards left: the walk, weak attack, and focus. I don't know that I necessarily even want to do anything else. I want to buy a search for sure. Possibly even a sprint. Based on the way these guys separate, I could potentially like.
Well, they might actually, some of them go here if they roll a 2. There could be some here, and then you might be able to grab them to take them out.
But then the problem is I'm not getting the benefit, which is fine. I'm okay to lose some of them if he's not going to get the bonus of eating them or killing them.
But the other way you could play her is get her flipped as fast as possible.
Yes.
And then anyone that you save after that, you're going above in health. You're just getting extra health all over the place.
You're right.
And then you could like try a long rest or play your short rest to just get even extra health if you cared.
Okay.
And get even more ready for like a final showdown with him where he can hit you and you're just laughing, and instead of buying retaliates or guards, you're just letting him hit you, and then you're playing like critical blows and furious strikes a little more often. Or if you play retaliate, you're waiting for it to come back, you have extra health to take a hit while you're saving up for it or waiting.
Okay.
It's in theory, but I mean things can happen that can make all that fall apart. That's the beauty of this game is you know, your plans only go so far, and then you just, you know, work with what happens kind of thing.
Yeah.
A lot of unpredictability in the game, which is kind of fun.
All right,
what
I'll
you
go
expect.
to a planning phase where I can purchase action cards. I have 4, so I'm definitely spending 2.
Oh, before you enter the planning phase, you could always toss any of these cards to get 1 for it if you don't feel like you need any of them. But then again, you then lose them for the opportunity of
exactly.
This, right?
And because I'm gonna pick up a search, and I want that to at least let me grab the top item. I don't want it to totally fail. So I would have extra cards that I could throw away.
And the cool part is if you actually get the top success, you don't, you get 2, you can keep the 1. And if you like the other one, you just put it back on the top, stay there, grab a search the next round, try to grab that.
Yep.
Or bury it if you don't care.
Okay, so I'm going to spend 2, and I'm going to take a search card.
Can you get Santa's? I'm not sure, Jackpot Man. We didn't look through all the cards. Mel only played this like a couple hours ago. We did a practice playthrough. We only saw so many things on purpose. We're kind of like just discovering it still, being surprised. So yeah, we'll see what we see during the playthrough. Maybe at the end, people who don't mind spoilery stuff in this game, we'll look at it. We can look through the cards and just remind us. The other thing is normally I play off stream, and if I win, these are usually hidden under the game box, and you're not supposed to open them until you've won a game with the final girl, right? So what I do is when I play off stream, if I win, which I usually play till I feel comfortable. So I'll either win my first one or my second one if I figured out kind of idea. So what I'll do is open this, and then it's like a weapon you can mix in and make sure it's in the deck here. So like even after you set up these, you set these aside, you make sure it's in these and shuffle them and deal them back out.
That's cool.
So you have more likely to see Mrs. Claus's weapon or ability or item or whatever. So because it's Christmas, I'm putting it on you. So a little extra pressure is the only way we're opening this is if you can win with Mrs. Claus.
Okay.
We'll open this at the end of the stream, and you'll get to see what present is hiding for you in there. There is one for Cindy.
Oh, but I'm
that
not
we could just spoil at the end too and just look at it. I don't really care, but
okay. So I need to win.
Or I could save that. I could save this for next year when I'm here.
Oh yeah.
Playing Cindy, or you're here again playing Cindy. Yeah, we could open it then, but I'll just leave it in there for now probably. So yeah, there you go.
All right, I'm gonna spend my last 2.
Michael R says if she loses, we burn the card unseen. Yes.
Oh no.
Legacy style. We rip it up, shred it, burn it. You know, throw it in the snow, pee on it, all that stuff. Whatever needs to be done to get rid of it.
I'm gonna take a sprint for my other 2. Okay. Then we're going to put that back up to 6 and put these. I think they're all 0s, so they can just go there. Okay. Killer phase.
So we follow his ability up at the top.
So he is
nobody's in space.
Nobody's in space to kill, but now he's going to target me or victims.
Whichever space then has whichever one of those is closer, and then whichever one has the most if there's ties.
So then he'll go into here.
Yeah.
And then he will drop a present.
Oh yeah, he doesn't even kill yet.
Not yet.
Ah, so he's a little slower than I was thinking.
5. Why am I wasting successes on
so
that?
you've got a 5.
Yeah.
So that is this direction. So it's in Santa's workshop. You're dropping a present.
Oh, sorry. You.
Oh, I'm dropping a present.
Yeah, you're dropping a
let's drop this one.
Okay.
There's like I don't know, like 15 or so of these tokens. So yeah. And when they're open, they remove from the game. So then you'll just keep drawing from the existing pool. They don't get shuffled back in. That way you don't see the same, like, keep drawing bad presents or getting other horrible things happening over and over and over.
Alrighty. You want to put them on there? Do you want me to hold
Sure, whatever. Prayer Vigil.
Oh.
Place 3 new victims in the village center. I got it.
You got them? Okay.
Yeah, I got to do something. I can't just sit here the whole time. I'm in charge of other things off to the side.
You're making sure I do everything correctly.
But I don't even know how to do it all correctly, so we'll see.
Here's the problem, everyone. We have no panic because nobody got killed.
That's fine. That'll happen. So you got time. It's slow.
Also,
he hasn't moved here. This is a great thing.
That is a great thing. Also, having additional victims is amazing if I can flip this and
That's
then
what I'm
save
saying.
them. Yeah.
In this case, when I see them slap more victims on the board, I then try to rush to start taking advantage of this thing on the bottom of whatever final girl it is. But again, it's up to you if you care about that. But
I mean, I do because health is important.
Because again, like now this also, if you look at it the bad way, is if you're going to go around finding items, you know, making snowballs, building Frosty over here. Now he has food to get like way up here really fast. And then that means the terror deck gets emptied quicker and you're in trouble. He's moving faster, hitting harder, horror going up, you're rolling less dice. All is bad.
Oh yeah, we didn't finish that card. Thanks, Yogi.
Yeah, we're there. We're there. We just want to do that. And then next is event.
Oh gosh.
So the event is Northern Lights. You may roll an additional die when resolving a distraction. Oh, that's like my favorite card right here.
Okay.
You must roll 1 fewer die to a minimum of 1 when resolving a focus action. But again, if you're in the red or the white, that's not the worst, but you'll get a bonus on distraction to help you lower. But distraction is like a 3-cost action card. But the fact you can more likely drop your horror by 2 or even gain time from playing it.
Yeah, that seems good.
That's pretty sick, actually.
That seems good. Okay.
Says Science Schmience. It's North Pole magic.
Okay. We draw a tarot card. Panic. So again, nobody's going to panic because there's no victims that were killed, right? If a victim was killed this turn. Yeah, so no. And then upkeep phase. There's nothing for the upkeep phase for this one, right? No. Okay. Back to me. I think I would like to start by searching. See if I can get that tree star. Rolling 2 dice. Oh, gosh.
1 and a 3.
Oh, womp womp. Okay, but if I do spend 2 cards, I can take the top item, which is what I want. So maybe I just...
Well, you don't have rerolls, so your option is to take a success with 2 cards or to completely fail.
Which I don't want to do.
Which your horror will go up.
No, we'll just spend 2 cards, weak attack and walk, because I have a sprint. I'm not going to be able to attack until next turn, which I think I have a weak attack in here. Is there 2 of them? Oh,
nope.
No. Okay, let's do a focus instead, because maybe...
Remember, there are other attacks, but like you gotta be able to afford them. Like Furious Strike, retaliative heat, you make him hit you. But again, remember, he always early game, he attacks the victims first.
Yeah,
so you'll notice he won't attack you too much until all the victims are kind of gone.
Okay.
So retaliate's not as great sometimes early.
Okay, so then I'm going to take the top item from the stables, which is the tree star.
He might attack you from here. We don't even know. But
and I put that in my hand.
Let's see. Tree star. It's kind of jabby and stabby. Okay, so for everyone watching who didn't see this earlier, there you go.
And then that will cost 1 time for that search. Man, I really want to sprint and just get this guy off the board and get maybe closer. I just don't have 2 cards, so the sprint could totally whiff. Mind you, though, this is not the worst. It is my last action. I would... 2 times, that'd be a 3. But I always have to go as I'm going to be successful, right?
Yeah, if you can get these 2 items, like those could like break all the problems. That is crazy.
I know.
Like you could really scoop up some victims, but again, you have to get through them and take a hit, which slows you down. And by that time, you could have killed a bunch of them. And like, who knows? Who knows what will happen?
Okay, I'm
But
gonna
yeah,
try
you do you,
sprint.
you do you.
This might be totally bad. I only have one card, so it might totally whiff, but we'll see. Oh, I did. Dang it.
Unless
Okay.
you don't have 2 cards to
no,
spend?
I only have one.
Oh,
Yeah, this is probably so bad. I'm so sorry. I'm teaching you what not to do, probably, right?
well, it depends. I don't do this stuff unless it's like desperate to get it done. I will risk it like that. But on sprints, but again, you have ways of healing. So
Yeah,
like
so I'm
you
not worried
could just
about
get the
the
health loss
heal.
back. So it's your choice. Is the
could
move
also-
super important? And if you're gonna end your turn, do you even care if you end your turn? You know what I mean?
No, I don't care because this is the last thing I'm going to do. So I think I could just do that line where I move one space, take a hit.
So you resolve it left to right then.
So I move one space. So
Yep, you can bring them with you.
into this space.
Okay.
Then I lose a health.
Yeah. Let's put
right
it
here.
down here off the side, whatever.
And then 2 time loss to
Yeah.
3. And then on my turn.
Turn ends. So
Okay, perfect. So then we go to planning where I have 3.
and you get these free back.
get
So you can
those.
take those like right now, even doesn't matter, just so you know what you're looking at in your hand and stuff.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
I have 3.
So now that you've already done it, what I would have done here is I actually would have stayed in the stables.
And searched again.
I probably would have just tried to do another search next turn, and like that sprint, I would hold it in hand to make sure I had cards or reroll cards to make sure it fired off. Unless I was so desperate that like I needed to get this guy saved or I needed to get away from the killer or something. But like sprints, obviously it's a horror movie. The chance of tripping is like very high, right?
Yeah.
Unless you really put some resources into the front end of it to make sure it succeeds, right? There's the other play of like trying to drop this down more to get to rolling 3 dice. That's my favorite thing to do. But again, not every killer and not every location really wants you to do that. And it makes it really hard to do that. So you could really waste a lot of time. And depending on the final girl, the killer, the location, totally could change that strategy based on what terror cards show up in what order. Could make that really suck. But I always love trying to get this down to the green if I can. But there are some killers, which maybe is him because he's got horror problems here. I don't know, in here maybe too, who knows, you never know.
And go for a distraction maybe.
That's what I like to do, but again, I like what you're doing. You're playing the Mrs. Claus strength, maybe going after him, but right now having all these victims, it's like losing the time. I might have probably just eaten it and gone through here to get up to Sam's house to get the hammer.
I really thought about doing that.
I would have probably done it that way. But again,
really-
you've already made your choices,
Yeah.
go with it, but it's fun to like kind of see how you're playing different, and you still could crush it. Like, I don't even know. And I could you never know what's going to happen in this game. That's what's fun.
There is a play with the distraction on the next turn. If I'm successful, our horror will go up. It'll give me time, which is good for going in. I'm assuming one of these elves is toast.
You also could also think of it to prepare for the worst. So even using focuses or distraction to get ready, because all you have to do is kill 2 and you're already up 2. Plus, if a card does anything to you,
then I'm rolling.
you're in the red already. So you could just use it as, keep in mind, as like a way to, it's better to drop yourself down now rather than be trying to get out of the red by rolling 1 die to try to get out, right?
Focuses are not the play though without those northern lights. Maybe I'm only rolling 1 die.
Actually,
but these
this makes sense. Yeah, I forgot about this.
So if I take the distraction, I have the better odds of getting.
And you could literally just play this just to get time on it. Sometimes I like using these if you have a lot of dice, just to get time back. Stallo, I'm sorry. Thank you for hitting the join button and all, but you've been naughty this year. So hopefully you clicking the join button, now supporting us here, will turn that around for you, because now you're giving instead of all the taking you do all year. Okay? But yes, thank you for supporting the channel.
Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you,
I
thank
appreciate
you.
it. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Welcome, welcome. But I'm
Merry
thinking
Christmas.
I'm going with this play.
Happy holidays.
I think I'm going with a distraction because I have 3.
Yeah, I don't.
And it rolls an extra die.
But again, I'm trying not to influence you too much, and I even forgot about that bonus.
But that's what I was thinking about, and that's why I have.
Take advantage of this, I think.
So I'll spend 3 on the distraction, going to 0. I already have my 0 cards. Okay, these go. Oh, this goes back to 6, and these get back. Okay. And then killer's turn. So he's already in a space with somebody, so he's just going to attack one of these guys. Where did we put these again? Oh, right here. Thank you.
See this space here? That's the giant red letters that say dead.
I think I'm like holding my hand like this so I don't
Every
see it.
time a victim dies, bloodlust.
Okay, so then this goes up here. Nothing happens yet. Okay.
But now he does do 2 damage instead of 1. That's the only difference.
Okay. Now he's already in the space with people, so he doesn't have to move. He's going to throw a present, possibly. 2.
Goes in your space and actually opens right away. Let's do this one. So it lands here, but because there's a victim already in the space with her, it happens right away. So bloodlust goes up 1 more.
Oh no, so now it's on this line. So now I drop 2.
Now the horror happens. Yep. See how quickly this game just gets out of control.
What the heck? We haven't even.
And now he moves for 2 if he wants, and needs to each boot, and then every knife slash he does 2 damage.
Sweet.
And he's 2 bloodlusts away from getting his dark power activated.
Oh my god. Okay, now he's going to draw a tarot card.
Oh no. He's disguised as Santa. All victims move 1 space closer to Krampus.
Serenity now. Like, that's almost all of them. Right? Like, this guy's going in there.
Yeah. These guys all.
These guys are going in there. Look at this.
It's Santa.
How do I win this? I gotta go. Now I gotta run and get the hammer.
Look at, they're just like go to Santa like little zombies.
I gotta go get the hammer now.
And now he focuses on you or victims, whoever's closer. He doesn't even need to move. And he's actually going to slash twice.
So he's going to
So he kills 2.
Oh, Serenity now.
So do it 1 at a time.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
So the first kill bumps that up.
And then
nothing new there. The second one bumps it up.
And now we
now dark
this.
Power. What is it?
Explosive gifts. Oh, yeah, sorry.
When a present is opened, roll a die. If the result's a 1 or 2, blank, ignore the normal effect and the present explodes, dealing damage to everyone in the space. That could kill all of those guys.
Oh my god, this game is just trying to crush me.
This is awesome.
Oh my god.
Says, thank you guys. Got to know this game a few days ago when I saw a 1-year-old play of Rob being slaughtered. Now the holidays family edition. Yes.
Yes, thank you.
It's awesome.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's awesome. Sorry. Okay.
Okay.
And then both slashes have been done. That's resolved.
Okay, we're gonna have some panic though, at least.
Yes.
Because somebody definitely died.
So you could just roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think are here. Yeah, 9.
So I rolled
just roll 6
first.
dice. We'll resolve 6 of them first.
Okay. 2 of them are going to 5.
2 going to 5.
3 of them are going to 2.
Okay.
Sorry.
Hold on. Actually, let's. We're gonna do 1 at a time. Actually, let's just resolve the 5.
Okay. And then another. There's 2 5s.
Because the present makes.
I see.
Matter.
I see.
You know.
Yep.
So actually, just take all the other dice out. We'll roll them 1 by 1.
Oh, okay.
We could say the 5 was just the first die you rolled or something.
Sure.
But you didn't know anyway, and you just picked that one, so we'll just go with it. But so 1 of them we move out. Yeah, I was thinking it didn't matter, but then the present, and then we just saw this explosion thing.
Yeah.
But it's
only on a 1 or 2.
And is it only? It's when any present is open.
When a present is open, yeah.
Oh man. Okay.
Oh.
So roll. You got to roll though, right?
Yeah, I still got to roll.
Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't do that.
5.
Okay.
5.
Good. So you get 2 free time.
Yes. Love this.
So not all bad, I guess.
Okay. So now we're rolling another one.
Yeah. Just roll another one.
Another 5.
Another 5. Yeah. See, it mattered, right?
5. Okay.
What
why am I
the
wasting
hell?
all these good rolls
So
right
they're all
now?
going in the same space. It looks like
6.
6 goes. Hold on.
This way.
Yep, that way.
1.
1 they stay, so 1 staying for sure.
1 is
Another
staying.
one's staying. Okay, unfortunately.
1. So 3
Oh,
are
3
staying.
are staying. That's bad.
4.
4 is.
And then you got 1 more.
Yeah, 1 more. 4 goes to the right.
2.
2 goes to the left with you.
So
3
no,
stay.
I didn't move into the space. So
Yeah, you don't lose
Okay.
time when they move into your
Okay.
space.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, this game's crazy.
Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Now that was panic. Upkeep. I don't think there's anything that said upkeep phase, so we're good to go. Okay. Wow. So I'm tempted to actually start with just a distraction, see if I can get some more time as well, and then that'll help me determine what I do. Because I really want to bump this up. I'll get the extra die. If I do this, I'll roll 3 dice.
Yeah.
So let's try this. I got 1 success.
Could have 2 if you
I could
care.
have 2, but I don't need these 2 cards, but I do want to walk and see
And
if
then
I
it would
can
leave
get
you
this
no help.
guy out.
So how I look at it is you got to think. So if you just take this, you like gain a time. So it could buy you like an extra card.
Yeah.
But it only makes your horror drop 1, which is very easy. He could just counter. If you really want to drop your horror extra, this could be worth it. And you will get a refund back on the 2 cards you spent. Because in my mind, they're like worth each 1 point kind of idea. Because you could pitch them for 2 time.
Yeah.
So it like gives you extra time. But like you said, if you're trying to do something else this turn and you need those cards more importantly for that, and you don't value getting the 2 here as much as you do that other action, that's your call. Like, or even their next turn if you want to have more cards sitting in your hand. Or if you want to throw them away for even more time, you could just take this, you get a time, then you could pitch like one of those cards for an extra time, or try your next action first. If it works out and you don't need to toss cards, you still can toss them after to gain more time.
Yeah, probably maybe should have done the walk first. Okay, no, I'm just going to take the 1 success.
Yeah, that's true. If like you cared about the walk more, you try that first if it doesn't change things. But
and I get 1 time.
Yeah, it's your call. That's what you learned.
I know. Okay, then I want to walk. We'll see if we can save this victim or this elf.
The event basically lets her roll additional dice for distraction and less dice for focus.
Yeah.
So it makes distractions really juicy.
Oh my gosh. So I guess I could just throw away short rest and focus to make a success. That will let me move 1 space. So we'll move this guy into here. That will save this one. Do we put saved guys anywhere? No?
What I do is kind of like throw them down here.
Oh.
There is like this victim pool up here, but I think that's when you're playing with like minions or some special thing. I just put them down here to keep track of what I've saved.
Oh, I gotta put it here. What am I talking about?
Oh, on your board for now, yeah. But when
there.
you clear these, they go. I put them down there. But yeah, right now they go on your player
my
card.
player board. Okay.
Woo!
And then 1 time loss.
You threw me off there.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's the first step. Put them on your card. I'm like thinking like, duh. She knows this, obviously.
I did roll 3. Yes, sorry. I took the success out because I was debating on the other 2 dice.
Yeah, she did roll 3, Yogi.
I did.
Yogi, if you could relax on the spiked eggnog while you're watching so that you can be more focused, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay. I only have 1 card left. I think I want to end my turn there with 8 time to spend so I can hopefully do something good next turn. Okay, so for 8 time, well, what would I like to do? I would love to take a card that can attack because here's my thoughts. I don't know what's going to happen, but one of these victims is dying on his turn.
Mm-hmm. That'll make some panic happen.
That'll make some panic happen, which will make it easier for me to hopefully get in there.
Well, if these victims appear here, then you're going to move into them. Then you lose time. Then you might be tempted to just bring them back here and escape them.
Yeah.
But each direction has an equal chance of happening. And you do have 2 paths to get there. So even if they all go here or go here, you could try to sneak by. Maybe they stay. Maybe they go the east. Who knows, right? It's all random.
Yeah. Also, the other thing I was thinking, this might be so silly, I don't know, but I could sell this card for 1 time going to 9. I could take a critical blow and an improvise for 9.
But how are you getting to him? Because like
with my
yeah,
you're right.
Then you're wasting. And then holding that.
I need to get to him first. So
baby steps.
I need a sprint.
Yeah, I don't know if you can, unless you're just gonna like move a little bit for now, and then like you can buy the critical blow and just hold it, and then buy something else next turn and hold it, and like just keep creeping to him, and then you build up for a big turn. But you never know. He could have a card that comes up that like makes him jump 3 spaces and go somewhere else. Like
I know.
There's it's hard to plan sometimes. Like, so just be ready for like things to fall apart.
Maybe as I get closer.
I think what you're talking about is great. Just understand, like, Jacko, the way Jacko thinks is saying earlier, the same way I think, is like, you got to assume like the worst things are going to happen. Like, you play that walk and you don't go anywhere. And then it's like, now what do you do with those cards? You just bought those and now you're holding them and wasting a slot in your hand. And now the killer's over here somewhere and like, you can't even get to him now. So it's like, maybe I could spend something else.
So if I buy a distraction and a sprint, I mean, some of these I'm not even maybe used on my next turn.
Just think it through. Think it through. You might have a great plan here.
That's 5.
If it works out, like it might be, go big,
5.
But yeah. Jacko says, I'm about as focused as Mrs. Claus. Hello.
maybe I take a guard. If I'm planning on going in there, having a guard is not a bad thing to have, but then I'm not really...
Michael
really
R.
gonna have
says,
two
so far
cards.
Krampus has done all. So far, all Krampus has done is given someone a gift. Mrs. Claus is acting more like the killer.
What?
Plot
Oh,
twist.
just take this. If 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Unless I want the improvised.
get
just
some of these
roll.
here
I'll
for
get
tossing.
these. Plus, I already have one. How many is this?
But here's the thing.
1,
if
2,
if you don't
3,
care about
4,
that one
5,
last
6,
card in your
7.
hand,
Well, it'll just be a throwaway for to
it
make
could
one
get
of
you
these
another
for-
close call, which still could be a throwaway, but it also has the potential of being a reroll and stuff if you'd rather.
I don't know if I have the time. It'll depend where these elves go.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
No, I'll take these.
Yep.
That is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Plus, I get these ones and my one that I had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
And again, you don't have to play any of that big stuff you just
Right.
bought.
I can
You could
hold it.
literally just like try a simple walk or something, and then just use whatever time you're left with to buy like an improvise that helps you, or a planning that helps you, or just getting these zeros back so you have even more in your hand, or getting a reroll back. And then the next turn, because sometimes not a lot happens in one turn, even on the killer side. And then you still can just build up to this big, he'll get closer to you maybe,
Yeah,
and
that's
you
what I
can
was
save
thinking.
yourself some walking and things that.
Yeah.
But sometimes he just freaking runs the opposite way and trolls you, and it's like, I was holding these cards, now he's further away. But yeah, you just gotta, like, from what you've seen so far, assume he's gonna act the way you've seen before, but we haven't
Alright.
seen all the cards, so
Reset this
who
back
knows?
to 6, and I put my cards away. Killer phase. Okay, so he's already in the space with somebody. He's going to do 2 damage to this elf, which increases that. That's going to lower my horror, unfortunately.
Increase, yeah.
Increase. And then he's already with somebody, so he doesn't need to move. He's going to try to throw a present. 2.
This space.
Ah, you have them, sorry. Oh, so maybe I can get a benefit, if it's a benefit.
A benefit? Yeah, there's a couple in there. I'm sure most of them are horrible.
Okay.
Because remember, the story said he put some of Santa's presents in there, so people still want to open them, but he's just mixing those in to tempt them, you know?
Yeah, he's got me tricked. And then a tarot card. Oh god.
Cursed Caroling.
Oh,
So
he can-
first he can move 2 spaces towards you, then 2 more spaces towards you if he needed.
Okay, so
So he's only going for you, doesn't care about anyone else.
1, 2.
Okay.
I wish I took the big attack card now.
And now keep in mind, for every space Krampus moved through, including his current and final spaces, so maybe do it one at a time.
Okay.
So then we make sure we're throwing them in the right spots. We're gonna place a present token if there isn't already one there.
Okay, so
There's
it's
still
current,
more to
his
do.
current space
Still more to do.
is 4.
Okay, that will put one over here with this victim. So I'll
And
grab
then-
one and it'll get revealed right away. Let's do it one
Oh,
by
yeah,
one,
yeah.
just so like, you know,
Yep.
it's all in order, I guess. Because as soon as they're in a space with the victim opens them, like doesn't even wait for Christmas morning. Like
No.
these greedy
He's
little
excited.
bastard elves. You lose 2 time.
Okay.
Okay.
Then he moves
Yep.
in this space, and we roll for this one. 6
6. We'll put it
in my
in your space.
which I can't open it till the action phase.
Yep.
Then he moves in here, and there's already
Well,
a
still
present
roll.
here and here, even though
I don't think it will go anywhere.
5.
Yeah, because you're right. Because 1 to 6, so it'll never drop in this space. It goes to this space, but there's already one there. You can't put a new one there.
And
But
then,
just so we're still following
Yeah,
the
no, that makes
steps.
sense.
Okay, now it says he wants to stab you.
oh, we got to roll for his dark power. You're right. For that one present that got
Oh,
opened by
yes,
the elf.
thank you.
4. We're good.
Still
We're good.
works. Okay, yeah, I forgot about his power, his dark power here. So he is now attacking you for 3 damage.
Did I take that guard?
So if you have no blue cards, nothing's
No.
happening. So you're not spending anything. So you're just taking 3 to the face.
Okay.
But now healing looks nice and juicy when you save some victims.
Yeah, I just wish that I took that big attack card that I wanted to do, but
I'm trying
no.
to tell you do whatever you want.
no,
but
no,
like,
no, it wasn't you.
you
You
never
were right.
know.
You were right, though, 100% that he wasn't
He'll-
there, and I would have had to get to him. Obviously, we didn't know that he was coming for me.
Yeah,
We
that
should've
happens all
failed
the
by-
time. Like, you can't predict like what these guys will do sometimes. You just got to assume like most times he does this and kills somebody and then maybe moves and like
Nope, we're all good.
sometimes it just draws an event and nothing happens. Like Yeah, it's like you never know, but
No.
that's kind of bad. He's in your space a little bit, but he is further away from victims.
Yeah. Well, I do have a weak attack. At least maybe I can get 2 hits on him. But
Now the problem though, if he does get his attack next time, you're still here. That you're dead possibly.
no, I will move. I have a walk.
So you need to heal.
We need to heal and walk.
You need to either heal or you need to save some victims to heal. So play a card to heal. Save some victims to heal. And the scary part is like you could open this present, and this present could make your horror go up, and you're like rolling 1 die and stuff. So like
I think I'd open the present last.
Yeah.
Before I leave.
Okay. I don't even know if I'd open it. I'm not
but
even
what if
sure.
it's health? I have no idea what's under all these.
It could be a Santa present. That would be amazing. But who knows?
Oh, I have a sprint to potentially get out of there. So maybe I try a weak attack first.
Oops.
Yes. Let's try a weak attack first. This could also hurt me as well. Dang it. But I really want to get at least a hit on him, or 1 or 2 would be great. Oh!
Double stars.
Yes! Life is good. Okay. So that does 2 damage to him. 1 for my weak attack, and then 1 for my tree star.
Yeah.
Or I guess this, not what I'm pointing at.
Yeah,
sorry.
you stabbed him with the tree topper.
Okay, that was good. Then, do I open the present? I think I do, right?
And don't ask the chat. They every
then I
time wanting to
sprint
open it, they
away?
don't really care. They're like, yeah, I want to see
But it
goodies.
could kaboom, right? On me too?
It could hurt you, yes. But it also hurts the killer.
Yes. Okay, we're opening the present.
But it only does 1. You don't get the bonus from this unless it's damage on one of your cards.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Yeah, we're opening the present, right?
Presents!
Uh-oh.
I told you.
You did tell me that.
That I knew that was a possibility. Or even drawing as one of his cards is even worse.
Okay. That sucks. So, should I distraction before I move? At least the distraction will let me roll 2 cards. Or I mean 2 dice.
Yeah,
it gives me the
Northern
bonus.
Lights bonus.
And even if I can get it up 1...
oh, Dark Power still. Yep, Dark Power.
Oh, I got to see if it explodes.
And it wouldn't happen, right? You wouldn't lose.
Yes. 1! It does explode.
Oh, wow.
When a present is open, roll a die. If the result is a 1 or a 2, it's ignored. And it does 1 damage.
So I put you back up here. I still put the present here. That's fine. But it blew up, so it hits each of you for 1.
He takes damage and I take a damage.
Well, that's scary.
Oh my god. Okay, no. Now I need to get out of here. We need to run. Let's sprint. Let's sprint. Let's try to sprint towards Santa's house.
Yogi, nice catch on that,
Yes.
by the way. Thank you.
Okay, we got 1 success for sure, and it could be 2. Do I just re-roll first? Yeah. Let's re-roll.
Well, what I would do, just look at your hand, Mel. What are you doing for the rest of the turn? Because you could just pitch 2 cards and make it double successes, but you also lose the time. A re-roll could be a thing, but is that re-roll, or are those cards you might pitch, are those better for something else happening later? That's
Like,
all I don't know what you're doing, but
I don't know
I'm
what
just
I'm doing
saying.
either. If I'm moving 3 spaces away from him,
Because you already
maybe I'll distract.
got a positive result. So like always stop and think like, is it worth the extra effort here? Is this sprint the most important thing I need to do right now? Or can I throw my resources in and it doesn't hurt something I'm doing in the future? Whether it's this turn or next turn or something you're gonna buy or whatever.
Yeah.
You just gotta think that way. Like, just keep that in mind. But 3
Where is this
spaces could be
person?
the difference.
This person's here? Or is this person here? They were like right here.
I don't.
I think
know.
none of them, they were all together,
Yeah,
right?
they did. I don't think they
he's
moved
in
from
the
that space.
village.
Yeah.
Okay. So I do want the 3 moves so I can get farther away from him.
Actually, when they moved towards the killer, I think those ones came together and the other ones moved into his space, right?
Okay, so that is the clear path then. So I
Pretty
do really want that extra move. But I could use a walk and a focus for it. Because I would like 2 successes if I can to move up to 3 spaces. That's me.
Yeah, yeah.
So then I can move 1 and
it's
I can
your
open the
option.
present on the way.
It's your option.
Which
Can you survive an explosion? Yes, you
Yes.
can.
Which I will. Oh my gosh. I'm too greedy, I think. I want a present.
I mean, there's Santa presents in there.
I know.
There is, like I said, 15 or something. Actually, I could probably tell right on here. 18 tokens. Oh, one of them I know is for one of his power cards. Yeah, that's not.
I think I'm going to open
17.
it.
17 tokens.
17 tokens.
You've seen 4. None of those have been positive so far.
Yeah, this one was.
Oh yeah, I guess that was. So 4 tokens. There's 13 left. Lucky number 13.
It's Christmas, right? We're gonna open a present.
Okay.
We're gonna open it. Oh no.
You get the worst of the worst. So you're drawing a Krampus present.
Oh, no.
Killer surprise. Place Krampus in the space where the present was opened. So you can still keep running from him.
I can. You're right. I can.
Okay.
Oh my god. Okay, so that's in this space here.
But we still got to resolve the whole card, though.
I know dark power. You're right. I should roll for dark power.
Oh yes, yes, please. Because this might not fire off, and I'll shuffle it back in if that's the case.
6. It's
Still
gonna
fires
go.
off.
Yeah.
Okay. Then it says, you may not play reaction cards, and he's actually going to stab, and there's no victim in your space, so he's going to stab you.
For 2.
For 3.
For 3. So the only way that I live is if there's.
Correct. So you're probably dead here. Like he probably just smoked you.
I shouldn't have opened the present.
Here we go. Flip the thing. 3 health. Yes.
You're the best. You put that there. Yes.
But you shuffled them.
I know,
That
but
was
you picked
random.
the best one.
I did say I hope this is the 3. That's funny.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't know how it works.
So that you get rid of.
Yeah.
I grab one of these, or these right here. I have them. You get this, which is 1 health. You never ever can come back to life again, like with extra health. Then we fill the other 2 with normal tokens. So you are literally, this is your last 3 hit points, but you can heal back up to 6. And if you flip this still, so you now have like juicy health powers here. You can also, if you still flip your power, you can heal like infinite still. But if this token, 100%, there's no coming back. Okay. But they still give you the plus die bonus if you get down to 1 health.
And sorry, when you get and do this, does it end your turn? It
ends the phase immediately.
So I don't even get to finish resolving the card?
Everything.
So then I'm probably dead in that phase. I could buy unless I buy something that can save me.
Yeah, so this automatically, everything stops. So this card's gone here. You still have the cards in your hand.
Okay.
Yeah, it ends the phase immediately when that happens.
We're in huge trouble.
So now you're in the planning of buying and whatever,
okay,
spending
so
your
I have
money.
4.
And this card is gone, so I'll just discard that stuff here, I guess.
I think I have to buy a retaliate, right?
Yeah, I know,
so
Jacko. That health token is in the game. I just proved to you that is in my collection. It wasn't missing. Mel actually got to see it. Not on the killer side. Although the killer still could have like a 1 or 2 heart under there. It's possible.
So here's the thing. He's definitely attacking.
100% you're getting stabbed for 3 damage.
We don't know what the terror is going to do. Now I can take a retaliate or take 2 guards, and in case he hits me twice.
Yeah, because you don't know what's here.
Because I don't know what's there. Because I only have 4 to spend.
And what's the moral of the story, kids? Don't just open random gifts given to you from strangers or that you find lying on the ground in a mysterious North Pole magical village, okay? Like, yeah. Yeah, ask your parents before opening presents, all right? Because Mel just showed you what happens. Like, they could blow up in her face and she's still opening them. Like, whee! She thinks it's freaking Christmas or something. Oh, wait, never mind, it is.
Okay, I think I'm going to go... My gut is telling me to take the retaliate. That he's only going to attack me once.
I don't think the strategy of kiting campus is working.
I know, it's not working. Something went completely wrong here. Okay, so I'm gonna take the retaliate for 4, which puts me to 0. I'm gonna grab my cards here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which now gives me my short rest back too. Okay, 7. That's me done. Put this back to 6.
Yeah, I need to stop talking.
No,
yeah.
You're good. You're good. I appreciate it.
I'm giving you like different options, and like you kind of like lean into what I'm saying. I think.
No, but I'm still doing what I want. I opened that present myself.
Yeah, true.
So, yeah, I mean, there was some influence from you guys, but hey.
I tried to use math and shaking of the evil presents, like Mel. Look at all the bad
good ones in there.
Yeah, there's 4 good ones floating around, plus maybe some nice bonus ones still. I don't know. Okay. I don't know if it's like an equal half and half or not. I have no idea. I just assume there's more bad ones.
Okay, so we're gonna resolve here.
We'll look after. We'll look when you die in a couple turns. We'll look. I'm just joking. Go ahead.
So he's already with me. He's going to attack. Yep. He's going to hit me for 3, but I will play the retaliate.
Reaction card.
Okay.
So you're rolling 2 dice.
Yep. Please, please, please. Oh my goodness.
So a 2 and a 4. So you could do some re-rolling.
I could close call.
Cost you 2 time.
Spend 2 time.
But then you might not even roll a 4 or a 3 to get to toss cards, right? So
so maybe I should just roll.
That's the other risk. Like when I see one of those threes or fours, I'm like, oh, technically, if I can make it, I'm not relying on dice luck, but it also depends on how many dice you're rolling.
Yeah.
Because once you reroll, and if you roll out of anything good, you have nothing to fix that.
Yeah, so
that
I
close
could keep
call.
this.
I like to look at close calls when I only have one as like this is if I'm really screwed.
Well, I want to get like this is the best to ignore the full attack in
If you
case
get
the attack.
half the attack, oh, the other part blocks too, so you'd only take 1 damage.
Yeah,
You're still alive, kind of.
I mean, worst case, he hits me again. I'm still dead.
Your call. You do
I'm
whatever.
just gonna roll one. I'm gonna roll one. You're right. That is actually
you're
smart.
only okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because that will keep this.
Yeah, because I have cards I can pitch for that.
Oh, so you're looking to just like okay.
I want it because if I could.
Okay.
I also have to.
That's interesting.
Oops.
Okay. Unless you want to rule that needs to be in the dice trade.
Yeah, I do.
You can make up your own.
My game, right?
know,
oh,
yeah,
okay.
you
It's the
do
same thing anyways. It's
Oh,
meant to
darn.
be. Okay, but
I
I'm
tried.
gonna throw away 2 cards to make 1 success at least. Reduce the damage by 2, so I take 1, and then I do 1 damage, but I can add this, right? So I can do 2.
As long as this damage symbol is on one of your action cards, your tree star
Okay.
buffs it up.
Alrighty.
As long as you're attacking within the ranges when you're doing it, which obviously is up in your face.
And then he's already with me, so he doesn't need to move. He's gonna throw a present. Oh, jeepers. 1.
1
Oh,
is in your space.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
That doesn't open
Tempting Mel
automatic,
with
though.
another gift.
I don't know about this one.
I'm going to do this one here.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay.
I mean,
and then
it
we're
would
gonna
hurt
resolve this.
him
This
if it
could kill
blows
me
up.
right here, but
Here we go. Well, it could be good, right?
I know, but
oh, no, wait,
as
it's
long
called
as
a
it doesn't
terror card.
attack
Never
me.
mind. Fire!
Okay.
Roll a die to determine which space bursts into flames.
Okay, this is fine. 3. This is fine.
3?
Yeah.
Santa's workshop.
Santa's workshop. Okay.
All victims in that space are killed.
Oh, that's here. Oh no, that's
Okay, hold on. Discard all item cards from that space.
Oh,
If you or an enemy are there, you each lose a health. Okay. So 1 gets killed, resolve that going up.
Yep.
1 gets killed, resolve that going up. Now your horror drops.
Okay.
1 gets killed, resolve that going up again. He is now full craziness. Okay. All victims are killed. Discard all item cards from that space. So it's now on fire. You can't go searching in there. It's dangerous. So Santa's workshop, no wagon, and anything else that would have been in there are all gone from the game. And if you are an enemy or there, you each lose a health. It's not the first time they've used this fire card in a scenario. I feel like this one was in the Thing one where different places were blowing up like that, which is cool.
okay. So he didn't kill me. That's good. Panic, no panic. Upkeep. I don't think there's anything for upkeep. Okay, so then my turn. I need to get away from him. So we need to sprint. I don't think I'm going to touch the present. I'm afraid now. I'm going to flip it after the game's over, and it's going to be good, I bet.
Yeah, the workshop's closed.
Oh,
You
it's
can
only
still
one.
go on the grounds of the workshop and look at the rubble, but you ain't searching in there.
I'm only rolling 1 die for this sprint.
That's what I'm saying. So when you get in those
I'm in
situations, like,
trouble.
yeah, it's like, is that the right play? I don't know.
Or do I try this first?
But also distraction, like,
I roll 2 dice,
oh, that's right. Which
which
could make
could
the
bump me
sprinting
up,
better.
and then could.
But then you have no cards to pitch to
I
help.
know.
I'm
I'm
saying open the present. Maybe it's a Santa one. I don't know.
You want
I
me to
don't know
open
what
the
to say.
present? I don't think it'll kill me.
Yeah, I don't know what to say.
Okay, I'll open the present. Maybe it's a benefit, right?
I don't know. Don't listen to Yogi. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. Don't listen to Yogi.
I want to open the present.
Think for a minute. Breathe. Don't read chat. That's the mistake I make all the time. Don't read chat.
Okay.
Barbecue Elf, a traditional Christmas dinner, says Casey. We're having elf
Oh my
kebabs tonight.
Hey, it's better them than me. Yeah, see, you guys want me to open the presents. I need to do it because it's Christmas, right?
They're dropping present emojis in the chat. Steph, come on. Joe's got yelling present.
Yeah, Joe has it like typed and ready. He just has to hit enter. Okay, we're gonna open it.
Hopefully we get a Santa present finally.
Yes, I would like to open it.
Okay.
It is a Santa
It's
present.
a Christmas miracle.
Yes,
3
Yogi.
today. Here we go.
Yes, Joe, Steph, Yogi. Yes.
And you got a letter from Santa to my favorite final girl. Reduce the horror level to 0. I just found my favorite card in the game, guys.
You guys just help me.
The lowest spot on the horror track. In case
Dark Power,
Mel's not even sure.
Dark Power. No, Dark Power.
Oh no,
I
it could
forgot.
break.
I forgot.
No,
We
it
could
could
clone
break.
it. No. It's not gonna.
Don't roll 1 or 2, Mel, please.
4.
Oh, okay,
We're good. We're good.
I
This game is too stressful for me.
I forget this so many times. It would be so dramatic though if you rolled it and we just never knew what was here. So Mel's not familiar with what happens when you get out of the red or the white on the horror track.
I've never played in the
there's
green.
these little 2 spots down here. They're my favorite spots to be in. If you didn't know, that you actually get to go down to the 0 spot, which on that map doesn't even have a 0.
My God, you guys.
A letter from Santa.
So I don't even need to play distraction anymore. We're gonna play.
Well, not entirely true. So if you didn't know,
for time.
every time you lower it, you can earn a time. So for example, distraction.
Don't just my eye.
The distraction that could basically read as 2 time there, or a time here and an additional time. But you also could just throw this card away for 1 time, or save it for next round, or throw it away for turning a 3 or a 4 into a success. So yeah, you got lots of options, lots of decision points to make.
Well, I would like to see what happens.
But don't say there's no reason to lower the horror, because there's like
you're right.
you always might want to for extra time bonus.
Let's try to get away. So we're rolling 3 dice. Oh, this feels nice. Oh my God.
Until none of them are successes, and you're like, what are the odds? We have no reroll. I mean, don't think just because you have 2 paid for 5 points worth of cards, they're not worth making.
No, it's only 1 is 3, so it's fine. I just wanted to heal.
Well, no, sprint. Sorry, that was a sprint. This is a sprint. Never mind.
Yeah. But then I can move 2 spaces and lose a time. That would probably be better.
You could do this 1 space health, and then you'll be rolling extra die. But
then he's with me.
Yeah.
And then I have to hope I can survive.
No. You can still move 1 into this victim, and he'll kill the victim first.
Oh, you're right.
Or here to these 2 victims and their meat shields possibly for you. Unless he draws a card that says only you're being attacked, like this, you know. So sometimes you just got to gamble and like play the odds and see what happens. But
all right.
You never know.
Well, I am going to.
Also, FYI, I forgot to mention, Krampus, like some other, it's rare, I think, but he actually has 3 minor dark power slots. So that tells me there's possibility of 3 minor dark powers happening in the game, which is kind of nutty. So he could even have like more health than a lot of killers, possibly.
Okay, I'm trying something. This may be totally the wrong play, but I'm trying something.
For 5, technically 4 plus your weapon, or 2 times with like, 2 hits of 2. And you could win the game. So you could start thinking of like maybe just beating him to the kill.
Yeah, that's part of what I'm
even with
thinking.
Retaliates once it's back in here, but it's still...
Nope, but here's my play. I'm going to try something that may be totally wrong, but I think I'm thinking outside the box. I'm going to spend 2 to make it a success. I'm going to move 2 spaces. I'm going to move into here, lose 2 time. And then I'm going to move...
We don't have Retaliate as an option right now, Califax. Right? She's already used it.
I think I'm moving here. 1 more.
So, yeah.
Okay. Then potentially I can save some of these guys next round, heal, and then hopefully he comes this direction of some sort, and then I can fight him next time. Okay. Then that was this done. Oh, I got to spend a time for that. Oh, I only have 2. Wonderful. Then I can purchase.
And take your free one so you can see what you're working with. To like,
not much I'm working with this turn, but next turn hopefully will be better.
Yeah. Always look at those, because then like if you already have a way to move and you only need to move 1 point, then like you have a walk, right?
Yeah.
So then maybe like sprint isn't as important because you're just trying to get in here to heal or something. Like I don't know what you're trying to do.
That's exactly what I'm trying to do. Yeah.
Yeah. So then what I do is kind of like, is the sprint the most important thing, or like could he just run at you with a guard, or is this guy going to distract him enough? These guys technically are tied for closer, because they only count the victims. So like if he were going after closest you or victims, and you 2 are tied, he goes over the space with the most victims. They're both the same. And what we do is just the random die roll. So he could wind up in your space still. But then you have victims for him to kill. But then he starts healing. So that's the other thing. He starts healing and discarding cards.
I know. It's going to make it hard.
Yeah. So I don't know what you want to do.
I am going to...
Take your time, though. Please take your time.
I'm kind of thinking of having a guard in my hand just to have it in my hand. So that if I run into, like I'm low health, if I run into a situation, at least, like that tarot card where he like just comes to me and fights me for whatever reason.
It's whatever your
So I
call.
think I'm gonna take this. Just
Your call.
okay. Then put that there. Let's put all these cards away that I spent.
And there's a play of like if nothing crazy happens with him, just skipping your next turn.
Yes.
To hoard money.
Exactly.
And then build up an even better turn after and seeing where he is and reacting to him instead. But
yeah,
I don't know.
Okay, and then his phase. So there's nobody with him, so he's not attacking. He's going to move, as we said, to I gotta roll a die. Let's do odds and evens.
No, he's going right here because this one's
Oh.
closest. I was just talking about in the future, if this card then killed here and made a move, he'd come after like 1
I
E2.
see.
I'm like thinking further, like few turns further.
So then present.
But it could be quicker depending.
3 for a present.
Okay.
So that's gonna go here.
Yep. Right here is this one, sure.
Okay, and then his tarot card. Let's see what this says.
Elf Hunt. If there are no victims on the board, discard, draw the next tarot card. Otherwise, so he's just literally moving up to 3 to the closest victim, which he's already there.
Yep.
So he'll kill. So resolve that.
So he'll heal 1.
He heals 1.
And
We
discard.
discard the next tarot card.
Okay.
Coal balls. What? Then he moves 3 spaces, up to 3 spaces to the closest. 1, 2, 1, 2. So these are just odds and evens, maybe. Odds. So he's here in the village center. And then he stabs one of them again.
Gains another health.
Gains another health. And we discard the next tarot card. So it's speeding up. He only has 3 cards left here before he comes after you with like a bloodlust craziness. So
Okay.
Elf Hunt. What was this?
Okay. And then
Down through the chimney was the last discarded one. If there's no victims, any spaces and any item spaces, search spaces or whatever. Draw next tarot card. Others place Krampus and okay. Coal balls. Either you or any victims are on adjacent space to Krampus, discard and draw the next tarot card. Otherwise, Krampus throws 3 coal balls. Make a panic roll for each coal ball to determine the target space. Sure.
Okay, so then he's gonna panic roll on these 2. So we have to do we have to do one at a time? No, not for this one, because there's no presents.
It's up to you.
Okay. 1 4 1 3.
A 4.
Yeah, sorry, a 4 and a 3.
And a 3.
Okay. Okay. And then upkeep, nothing, and upkeep. Okay, my turn. I think I just try a walk. See if we can save some of these. I'm rolling 3. Oh, we got 3 successes. Is that even a thing?
It is on some other cards that exist in expansions in the game. There's an extra like 3-star option, but not in anything you're playing right now.
Okay, that's fine. But I can move up to 2 spaces. So let's move these guys here. So that will put, let's take 2 and 2. So I can heal for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So you're now at full health technically.
Yep, but I could.
If you get one more saved, you flip, and then all the heal you want, as long as you keep saving victims or playing short rests or long rests, or maybe there's healing in Santa's letters and stuff like, or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or Santa's presents, I should say.
And then, but then I can still move 1 more. So let's move back in here. That moves a time.
Yep.
And then that moves a time. And then I think I stop there. Maybe I stop there, and then I can buy.
Remember, you can throw away some of those cards if you want like an extra point to like, you know, buy a close call instead of one of those cards, or get a higher expensive card. Or it's like, just think that way before you end your turn. You might want to pitch if you don't care about those that much.
And I'm getting these back. I may actually pitch, you're right, if I pitch the focus.
Yeah, as a focus, just a dead card, kind of.
Yeah.
I'll reroll, replace it. That's how I kind of look at it.
I could get Furious Strike with the close call. Do I have a way to get to him? I have a walk.
But even if you get to him in a couple turns. Yeah, but he could move here. If he goes all the way up there, like you could go that way. But
we're going to take a Furious Strike for, oh no, we are going to, we're going to get rid of that for
Again, remember, you could also, like I said before, you could buy stuff now that you just want to have in your hand for like 3 or 4 turns from now. And every turn kind of buy another thing that could help when you eventually have your showdown with him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right.
Because like you're getting problems here where he's healing, right? So now you're like falling behind that you need to actually find other sources of damage. Because like retaliates are only going to show up every couple turns. So I don't know.
Yeah, and hopefully I'll buy Retaliate next turn if I need.
Yeah.
Okay. That's my purchasing done. This goes up to 6. These cards.
Califax says it's usually good to pitch 0 cost cards for one time, but that's not always necessary.
But I want them.
Again, I highly disagree with that, and I've talked about that on these streams before. That's not a good strategy tip at all, and I'll fight it every time. Is because holding 2 or 3 0 cost cards in your hand, there's power in numbers for these 2 little dice results. Totally break that. Okay. So if you turn 2 cards into money, that gets you 2 money points, and you invest in 1 piece of paper, that 1 piece of paper is less powerful than those 2 pieces of paper when you roll one of these, right? So having less cards in your hand because you condense them into 1 big card, in theory, if you're throwing away those free ones to buy like singles, that goes against that. But you only have 2 reroll cards in the game, unless you've added in some other 1 cost cards. That's the only way that strategy works, is if you're turning all your zeros into like 1 cost cards. But the power of this in this game, this is the secret power, guys. So once you understand that these are the 2 coolest things about this game, and Hostage Negotiator, same thing, that make this game 1,000 times better than any game that has reroll mechanics or only succeeds on 5s and 6s, very popular thing in tabletop gaming, right? But the fact that you can turn 2 of these sides into successes by pitching cards, those 0 cost cards have this power, and these will show up more than like the situationalness of some of these expensive cards, right? So I highly disagree with that, and I've talked about that before. I don't know if Califax, you were the one that recommended that before, but that general statement, I know you say it's usually good, but I think it's like rarely good, to be honest, unless you really need something big and like you're building up for a future turn. Of course, pitch all those zeros, get something juicy and hold it, prepare for it, whatever. But if you're just like pitching to hold a critical blow and like barely any other cards in your hand, bad, right? It's because you have nothing to back it up. So yeah, there's power in numbers of cards. No matter what is on the card, there's just power in having a lot of cards in hand for those 3s and 4s. Huge thing to focus on the 3s and 4s. Don't worry about abilities.
Killer phase. So he's targeting like one of these guys. Nobody's in his space though. He's gonna move. So I guess we'll do odds and evens. Even. Okay, so he is gonna move down here, which is better. Then he's going to throw a present. 3. He's gonna throw it in the village, I think.
Yes.
Okay. And then tarot card. Let's see what happens here.
Oh no, he's getting more health.
Come on now.
Minor dark power, demonic will. If you were damaged by Krampus while this is in play, you lose all remaining health and you'll be dead. So you need to literally do 1 damage to him to get rid of this, at least.
That sucks.
That is crazy. That is crazy.
Ow.
If you still have a close call in the shop, so you're pitching a 0 for a 1 to buy a 1 cost card. That is correct information, yes. That's the better way to say that, yes. It all depends what you're doing with the time, but again, you never know.
All right, I think we got to walk. We got to get to him, I think.
Yes, you literally, this guy needs
he's going to kill me.
Whether you're damaging him opening a present, possibly, whether a victim's hitting him or something weird, or like you're hitting him.
No, we're just going to try to walk.
Don't trip.
I got 1 success.
Don't trip.
I want to do the Furious Strike, so I need to hold.
But then again, if you're in a space, you better get something to knock it.
Oh, that's only 1 space.
Yes.
Okay, I'll just take the 1 success because I don't want to waste the cards.
Are you bringing a victim into the space as a meat shield, or?
Yes.
But you do lose a time when you come in there because there is a victim with him already.
Okay, and then I lose a time for the card, so I'm at 4. Okay. Then I will play Furious Strike. This might be bad. I wanted to have the other card in, but I have to do it because of this.
Like I say every time, I'm like, well, this is probably good to think about. But then I always end with like, but who knows what this deck will do? Like, who knows what will happen?
Oh, I could also just do a weak attack. But no, I want to deal some damage. I could also do both if this is successful.
You really just need 1 to get rid of that. So if you can make sure 1 happens, the first health has to be that gets removed. But obviously, like, more health, the better.
Let's just try that. I think I'm stuck here anyways because I can't get out of here. So
okay,
we're gonna Furious Strike first. While I have the cards to pitch if I need.
Yeah.
I got 1 success, and I can throw away.
Your turn will end though if you don't get another success. So do you care? Maybe you don't care. Maybe that's fine.
I actually use this. No. We're gonna throw away 2 cards. We're going for the for sure thing. to make that a success. So we got 2 successes. That will deal 2 damage plus 1 for my tree star, so 3 damage. So 1 comes from here, 2, 3. And then that card goes away,
and that
right?
card's discarded, yes.
Okay.
Joe says throw an elf at him, and then
know, right?
other Joe, hey Joe Jones, says Merry Christmas. Hope you have an amazing day. Thank you for all you do. Thank you. Thank you for watching.
So far, it's been great.
Also, while we stop for this, I want to say thank you all 37 of you who've clicked the like button. Much appreciated. Thank you for that, by the way. And all those that haven't, I hope you got coal in your stocking, and I hope you're visited by Christmas spirits that teach you how to be better. I mean, thanks for watching.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm gonna try a weak attack. I'm gonna try. Let's try to do the damage.
Minus 1 horror from Furious Strike as well.
Minus 1 horror. Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
so my time goes up. I forgot. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
I just got excited that I was doing an attack and a hit. So I'm gonna try weak attack as well. While I have the 3 dice, I just need 1 success or 2 successes, but would be best. Okay, we got 1. I could lose a health. I have a guard. We have some.
You also have heal in the pocket, like
yeah.
But
I want to keep this.
He does hit for 4 each time. So does 1 health losing now really change? Because it's still you can eat 4, but again, guards and retaliates could be blocking 2s.
Yeah. So no, I'm gonna stay as is.
Your call.
I will just keep 1 success, which I already took out of here. So I will deal 2 damage to him.
You just need to hit him for 3, and you could win the game.
And then I have to lose a health. Okay. And then I will stop there. So I have 5 buying power. I can't buy an attack. Oh, I can sell. Oh, yeah, that.
Sorry.
No, but I was thinking about like...
But again, he might not attack you, and you can't use this when he attacks a victim. So this might be the worst thing to buy.
But I could just sell this to get 6 and have a critical blow and do a critical blow turn.
In a critical blow, you would just need 1 success. But again, he could heal between now, because remember, he's going to kill victims, so he could heal.
He could.
So this critical blow might not actually be the critical blow, because the most it could do is 4 if you get 2 successes.
But am I going to get a?
So keep that in mind. You gotta kind of like. I would assume he's at least because of this, he's killing 1 and healing 1, so he's actually going to be at 4 minimum, and we don't know what he's doing here.
So I should play safe.
So just
I should play safe. So I'll keep these 2 cards.
Because you're not getting weak attack yet, so that can't help add to that.
But if I can survive until I get my weak attack,
you and hits him.
Yeah, if I can survive until I get my weak attack and can get that card back, we could have a shot here. Do I have my? Will I get my other one? No, I won't get my resting one either back.
It's your call. Retaliate might not work though, because like I said, if he doesn't attack you, you can't use this.
No, but if he does, then it does, and it saves me.
But he only might attack you through here, and there's 2 cards left. Maybe he never does until he flips to his other power.
No, I want this because I think if I can play safe until I can get those cards back, potentially I can win.
Next round, if you think 2 rounds from now, if he kills 1 from here and the other one panics out, then for sure you're the victim next time.
Yep.
So you could be just preparing for that 2 turns from now.
Exactly.
And also covering your ass for bad cards
1,
here.
2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This goes back. I spent oh wait, what did I spend? I only spent 4, right? I
don't know what you did.
Retaliate. Oh yeah, so I can buy 1 of these because I had 5.
And I'll put all the other cards back.
Let's go back. Furious Strike. That was a...
Wherever.
Okay.
So I just like to line my blues up together so they're... No. Like I leave it there. But you... And I usually put like my 2 attacks here because I start thinking about those later. That's just the way I like playing it. But you do you.
This game is getting stressful because I feel like I'm close to
Well, it's a freaking horror movie, Mel. Like, what do you expect? It's not freaking My Little Pony, the deck building game, where we're trying to make magic or like something, you know?
Okay.
It's not all about friendship.
Let's deal with this.
These elves are even a-holes in this game.
So he's attacking the victim, right? We already know that. The elf. Dead elf.
So heal and discard the next tarot card. Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. So this is not happening, but look, Jingle kills. It would have been panic each victim that's adjacent to a present or to Krampus. So they all would have panicked, and then he would go after a victim and kill it. So that's a possibility that, I mean, there could be multiples of the same cards, FYI. So card knowledge is why I keep reading the ones that even get discarded.
Oh, okay.
So we know it's possible that he might do.
Present time. 3.
Back in the village center, but there already is one there, so we don't put 1.
Okay. So now we will draw this tarot card and see what happens. This is the final one, right?
Yep.
And is it when he goes to draw a tarot card. So it's
now in the upkeep phase, he'll then have that ability and he'll know what his ability is going to be, but it won't be this next time.
okay.
Final tarot card, everyone.
Oh.
So now you're going to be rolling less dice because it's going to move that up twice. So now focus or something might actually be juicy. All victims move one space closer to the present nearest to them.
Okay, so that's just, oh.
So this one maybe roll random,
Okay.
like odds and evens.
Odds.
And then this one just goes here.
So he'll, well, let's
Yeah,
roll
let's
to see
open
if
this
it
one first.
Well, do we explode it first?
Yeah, it could explode.
6.
It doesn't. Your horror goes up.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, that's bad. This one, roll.
1. It explodes.
It explodes,
and it kills him.
this guy that heals Krampus, and there's no card to discard. So this guy's not gone.
Nope.
This is gone. It would have
I would have lowered
reduced
it.
your horror. It was a good one, actually. That's funny.
Okay.
Then it says, if there are no presents on the board, they move one space closer to Krampus instead. Okay. So that's it. So now there's an upkeep phase, right?
Yeah.
And now we
reveal. Now we reveal this, so we know what will happen.
His bad power thingy, whatever this is called, his finale card, I think it's called. Place Krampus. This was the ability he'll do every single round. Place Krampus in the farthest target space. So he literally starts jumping around the board.
Super.
But of course, it's just you pretty much on the board right now. But this time, he would go for the victim. So keep that in mind. And then he'll stab victims first and stab again and eventually hit you.
So if I go into the space,
BAM! Which I don't know what that means.
If I go into the space with him.
So no more presents. He's not giving out gifts anymore, FYI.
If I go into this space,
then he for sure will go to that space.
Then he'll for sure attack me.
He'll kill him and then kill you, or try to kill you.
But then I have the retaliate, which can do some damage. And if I purchase the vicious strike,
he will heal one more. So there's a play. If you can get this guy off the board, then for sure you're the only attack.
I don't have.
But he will hit twice, so that could kill you. If
right. But I think if I let him kill him 1, he'll heal 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's say that's 0 underneath. Yep. I don't know. 6. Then he attacks me. I retaliate. I could do maybe 1 or 2. He'd be at 4. Then I can get a. Oh, maybe I try for this even. And I go all in, right? I have to walk. I know.
You have a walk.
I have a walk. Yeah. So I have to use that. Let's do that.
Your call. You do whatever.
Let's try to walk and let's see what my walk says.
And you know he's not drawing tarot cards, so now he's super predictable what he's doing. You can now try to manipulate it, but it usually like he's gonna out resource you because you can only use retaliate once every 2 turns. So
I also have a guard.
I know.
And if I can get one of these, then we're good.
You gotta make them work.
Oops. Okay, so we got 1 success, which can let me move 1, which technically is all I need. Maybe I don't waste the cards because then I can use the cards for the time to be able to buy. But even so, I would only move 2 spaces. Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying.
But then you actually get the save done.
I see what you're saying.
You flip your card.
And I have 1 more health.
Full heal.
Because I don't have my heal.
Oh, but you'd already be full heal, right? It depends. If you want to be flipped, now is your chance. But if you want to use this guy as a meat shield, just move 1 space.
Well, if I don't use him as a meat shield, he doesn't heal 1, and then it makes it easier for me to kill him.
But then he is for sure attacking you twice.
Which I don't think I can do. No, I need him to heal 1.
I mean.
I'm only moving 1.
Yeah,
so move 1 space.
So that's like, you got to like balance. There's like, I love this freaking game for these decision points, man, of like, every turn is like, oh my God, I could do this, or I could play this, or like I could roll this, or he could do that. It's like
a ton of cards.
Tons of options. I love it. And every option like could pay off, could not. It's like, oh, it's so good.
Okay. So I am going to then pitch this card for a time. I'm stopping my turn there. I'm not doing anything else. I'll spend 6 to buy this critical blow.
Well, you're going big.
I'm going big. I'm spending all of it. Then I get these cards back. So I have 1, 2, 3,
minus
4,
1 time for walk itself. Did you do that? Did you finish resolving the whole line on walk?
Yeah.
Like even the on walk.
Oh, plus 1 time for this. Oh no. So I'd have to get rid of 1 more card.
The elf.
Okay, so then I would just
no, the elf plus on walk. There's a
I only did the walk. I didn't do the elf. So I'd have to get rid of 1 more card to be able to make that work. So let's do the. We only know he's attacking me once, so let's get rid of the guard.
And remember, you could always throw the star at him.
I could. But I think I want to use
extra damage. Just I know you don't want to do it first.
But on the last one.
But if you need like 1 extra point, like that could give you an additional point on top of the like critical blow you're doing if you do it 1 space away.
Okay, I have 8 cards, so we're good. Okay, that's me done. This goes back to 6. Put these away. Focus and walk, go here. And then resolve him. So place Krampus in the furthest target space. And then he's going to attack 1, which will be the victim.
Has to be the victim first.
Which will bump this up. He'll gain a health.
Yep, but there's no tarot cards to discard.
And then he will attack me. And I will retaliate. He's attacking me for 4. So, okay.
Yep.
So I'm still good no matter what. I roll 2 dice. I got 1 success, which can reduce by 2 and does... Okay, let me just think this out.
Yeah, math it out like
2,
with
that's
all your
fine.
bonuses and stuff.
That does 2 to him. Then critical blow could do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But then I also have a weak attack if he does get health back. Oh, my turn would be over, right? When he...
If you do the final kill, yeah. But also, no. Look at critical blow again a little closer.
Oh.
Imagine you rolled 1.
2 damage, 2 health.
No, rolled 1 success.
Oh, this one. 2 damage.
Well, 3 damage.
Oh, 3 damage. This goes up by 1 and my turn is over.
Yes. Okay, got a plan for those.
Okay, that could be
thing.
fine. That could be fine.
Also, again, if you line it up so you're exactly 1 space away. Jeffrey, thank you for the super chat. Says, been watching since Star Wars Imperial Assault and have gotten many ideas for family games since then. Merry Christmas and keep up the great content. That is awesome to hear.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Jeffrey, if you could also do me another favor, I know I'm being greedy. You just donated. If you could also tell me like your favorite, 1 to 3 of those family games that are hitting really well at your table. I'm all good for information flow both ways. So love to hear it. Love to hear what's working for you. Especially during this time of year, like family weight games are like the hotness, especially trying to like grow the hobby, play with other family members who are new to the hobby. They're like drugs, man, that you can bring to family gatherings and hook people into the hobby.
Okay, but
thank you again, Jeffrey.
Let me just think. I don't need... Okay,
so yeah, there's decisions here. So you can get an extra damage and keep you from getting any damage on you.
I should do this.
Which buys you an extra turn of getting hit once. And then when he hits you again, like if you
I can
fail,
only do guards.
But guards could still ignore all the damage, but you still need 2 successes for it.
Okay, so I'm going to spend 2. We'll change it.
It's all again.
No, I think
know what's
I was
going to
mapping
happen.
it out. Yeah, you're right. So we'll ignore all the damage, and I'll hit him back for 3. So 1, 2.
But you also know no more tarot cards mean no more events and no more victims added. So he's never killing anyone to heal anymore.
That's true. So I just have to get through this.
And no more presents to open to have bad things happen either. So
that doesn't make me lose any time. Oh, it's his turn anyways. Okay. This is stressful. Okay.
I know. This is why I love this game.
Then
you care. Like
that was his second turn.
You care. You're into the game. Like it's so good.
And there's no panic. Upkeep. Is there anything for upkeep? I don't think so, right? No. I think it's back to me.
No. Because we checked this deck. You could shuffle around your items, but you don't have more than 1 anyway, so.
Can't believe this tree star is gonna hopefully win it for us.
Stab him in the eye with a tree topper.
Yeah, I think we're going critical blow and hope that this is just the win.
Do you have a reroll or cards to pitch and all that stuff?
Yeah, I got 2 rerolls.
2 dice?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I got 2 rerolls. I got that. I got.
I mean, at least if you miss, you still do 2 damage. Joe is naughty, obviously, because he keeps telling us to open presents when I say not to.
I mean, one of them was great.
And then says, presents!
Yes, presents!
Thank you for the $5 super chat.
I may have to say that Santa present might have won it for us.
Hey, don't get ahead of yourself here. This is Final Girl. Don't get ahead of yourself.
We haven't won yet. You're right.
Yeah. Let's keep going.
Okay.
I know you're excited. You see the win coming?
Yes, I do.
Those dice can be a pair of bitches. I don't know how to say it, but...
Okay, we got 1 success, and we can pitch 2 cards.
Mel's luck, she doesn't... Yeah, that makes sense.
Which I think I do, right? I throw away 2 cards.
Whatever you want to do.
No, let's do... No, yeah, you're right. I got to go for the sure thing. I don't want to go for this.
You do whatever you want to do. It's your call.
Throw away 2 cards.
Okay, it's broken. Jackpot Man is not naughty unless he's up to something that I don't know about. So, but I mean, hey, Santa knows. Jackpot Man, thank you for the super chat. Says, Merry Christmas and death to the Krampus.
Yes.
And who is that just subscribed?
Does something.
I missed that. I'm so sorry. Die Paintable?
Oh, Die Paintable.
I don't know. I'm saying that wrong.
Welcome.
Thank you for subscribing.
You're right. I don't need to pitch either because this one, but this one my turn, which I think might be okay. This might be okay. Yes. I don't have to pitch. I keep these cards for next turn. This will do 3 damage. I'll gain my horror will increase or decrease, and it'll end my turn, which is fine. I'll still have 6 time to buy. So we're going to do this. We're not going to pitch. We're taking 1 success.
Okay.
We're going to do 3 damage, which is 1, 2. And if this is blank, we win?
If it's blank, he's dead. If not, he comes back to life in the sequel and wants to kill you. You win!
Yes!
It's a another Christmas miracle.
Yes!
Very nice. Mel won her first on-stream game of Final Girl with no help from any of us, right?
No.
Especially not Joe Huddleston. Or, Huddleston, if I'm saying that right.
Yes. Oh my God, I can't believe I won that.
Laurel, hello, by the way. Merry Christmas, Laurel. Says, my Christmas dinner is in the oven and I can now relax and watch Krampus and Mrs. Claus duke it out.
I know I got to go do this out. Cook dinner after this,
holidays,
but
Laurel.
I'm so excited now.
Good to see you.
Oh my God, I can't believe we did it. Thank you for your help.
You did it.
Thank you. I mean, there were some lucky dice rolls there, I feel.
And you never wanted to play this game. I had to literally call in a favor to Santa to make you play this game today. And yeah, see?
Oh, wow.
Okay, here's what I've really been waiting for. After you played earlier, tried the game out.
Yeah.
Literally got destroyed.
I got crushed.
Which is totally fine, off camera. Seeing what's possible. Even with my like tips and help, I was like, oh, but do what you want. And it's like, smash. The worst cards I've seen combos in Terror Deck order was like smashing her around. But now after playing twice today, it's your initial impressions. Obviously, like this only one set out of 40 different freaking expansions that exist for the game. And again, you can mix Krampus with other location. You can have like Freddy or whatever he's called in this universe in Santa's Village running around. You can mix and match, try different Final Girls. There's even different action cards you can add to the game and stuff. But with just playing this set, just playing with the North Pole Nightmare, it's called. Thoughts on Final Girl generally and whatever you've experienced.
So
I want to hear your thoughts on the game. However you want to talk about it, go nuts.
So I have seen you play this, but not like fully paying attention. It may be on in the background while I was doing other things while you were playing the solo game. But when you started playing Hostage Negotiator, which was first, I was super interested. I'm like, oh, this game looks really fun.
Oh, hold on. Sorry, Mel. Jacko is more important and wants to be heard. I'm just kidding. No, thanks, guys. You know I always throw my money at Final Girl.
Oh, thank you.
I was going to read that as another way, but
we got a Patreon as well.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And Joe's on the nice list. Okay, that's good.
That's good. That's good.
Jacko, thank you so much. Joe, thank you so much.
But yeah, when I saw you play these type of games, I was really interested. So I think that you guys that watch the channel, you know, like I love these games where it feels like you're like, it's almost unwinnable. So when you win these kind of games, it feels so good.
Yep.
And so anyways,
Jackpot Man.
Thank you.
Okay, so he's on the nice list. Okay. Damn it. I was really rooting for Krampus. Jackpot Man, thank you for being so generous. Much appreciated. Thank you for the crazy donations and your support over the year. Amazing.
Yes,
Jackpot Man, thank you so much. Of course.
Thank you. You did not need to donate.
Yeah, you're crazy. I love it. Thank you.
But yeah, I like these type of games where you feel like you're fighting from behind and you're not supposed to win. So the theme and like that's style
a horror movie like tropes, right?
Exactly.
Everything is falling apart and
in a horror movie.
Yeah.
So I already liked that to begin with. So I already knew I would like it. Now, after playing this, which I don't think you really get as much when you're watching, or I didn't at least, but the way that you have to think your turns out beforehand to be able to know, like, what am I buying? How much time do I need? What is going to happen in the next turn so that I am where I need to be, or what event is going to happen is going to throw everything out the window of what you just did. So the way you have to like manipulate and play with these cards, and like maybe when you have extra time, you have to buy a card that you want to play in a few rounds, but just because you have the time now and you don't know what's going to happen, so you have to hold it. I really like this whole mechanic of buying cards, also liking the fact that they don't come back right away. So you really have to think a couple turns ahead of like, okay, if I do this now, I won't be able to do this for a turn or two.
And
I really like that.
Pitching for one time, like pitching a card to earn the time to spend it, and like, what do you want to be holding in your ideal hand for certain situations? And
so initially too, I looked at it and was like, okay, I really wanted that hammer. Like that was where my mind was going right from the beginning. I want that hammer. Then we get the first event that says, okay, all the elves like grouped together. And I was like, oh, they're now in my way to get this hammer. So I don't know, had I gone that way, lost all that time in the beginning, if I would have had the same outcome. I don't know.
But again, you might have had this to help save victims faster.
Yeah, but that was all the way at the
You might have had this to save time loss later, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So who knows, right?
And it's funny because I like, you know, you laugh and you poo-poo the star.
Well,
but
you didn't even use it for the throw. I thought it'd be so epic if like you could do a final throw on him. Like
it would have been funny.
But yeah,
it would have been funny.
You didn't need the extra help.
But
if he came back to life, for sure, I think the option would be to move away and like just to get the extra damage. Like, yeah.
But I definitely really, really love this game. I think it's very fun. I think it's very thematic. You feel the pressure of being in a horror movie, right? You definitely feel that.
No,
and when
it's just
you
a
win,
trip to Santa's village. What are you talking about?
Yeah, okay. These evil elves.
Holly jolly joy over here.
But when you win, like that just feels so good because you're not supposed to win, it feels like, in these kind of games. So I definitely think this is a super fun game.
It's got the Arkham horror vibe to it.
Yeah, and I would definitely be curious to try other boxes, other Final Girls, and kind of see what other things throw at you.
So let's look at some of the stuff that's hiding in here. What else is in here? Just out of curiosity, I want to see. I haven't looked yet. So there's some Krampus presents. What's this one?
What does that say?
Discard next tarot card. Okay, that's the thing. A couple times. Okay. More Krampus. Oh, more Santa. More Krampus and Santa presents, and another Bloodlust. So that's all.
Okay.
That's all we didn't see, and then you see the rest up here. So if you're curious what all could be in the presents, but again, those Santa and Krampus ones we didn't see a lot of. So again, spoilers. If you want to play this later and you love playing this game fully shocked, go nuts.
So we only saw 1 and 1, right? One.
So you could get a gift from Santa. Gift from Santa.
Oh, this would have been super helpful too, because this could have given me the hammer.
No, from those that were set aside during setup. So the ones we didn't see, which I'll look at in a second. I'm curious. A snack from Santa. No, there's
Recover all health, though. That would have been good.
And another gift from Santa. So there are two ways to get items from Santa. Then the Krampus cards. You get a horrifying vortex. If a victim opened the present, the victim is sucked into the present, is lost forever, not killed, but then your horror goes up twice and you still bloodlust happens. So it's like they're killed. If you open this present, you're being sucked into it. Choose 2 of the following options to muster the strength to close and destroy it.
Wow.
You could discard an item. You could replace your final health token with a white final health token.
That would have been terrible in my case.
Or you can take 2 horror. Frig, I would never want to do that. Or discard 3 cards from your hand, which is also disgusting.
All of them are bad.
Oh, of course. It's a horrifying vortex.
You have to do 2 of them.
And you want to open presents. You want to open all the presents. You see what's in there? Demonic suggestion. Whomever opened this present targets the closest final girl or victim and moves up to 2 spaces towards them. Then if they're in the same space as their target, they deal 3 damage to the target. So they basically become possessed. And then there's repelling force, which you drop this little token into play. It's pushing everything away from you. And place a repelling force token in the space and repeatedly panic everyone in the space until it's empty. Victims may no longer enter the space, and victims added to it will repeatedly panic until it's empty. You must lose a health when entering the space. This effect overrides all others. That is insane.
Wow, these are all bad.
Yeah.
But I do have to say, I really think that one Santa present that let me go to the 0 time, that was huge at that time. I don't know that I could have done it.
A letter from Santa saved the day, just like a Hallmark Christmas movie.
So Santa was watching me.
Yep.
He helped me.
So I want to see some items for fun. Like, what did they put in this holiday theme thing? Now, I knew about these items because I was reading rules things on BGG on how they work. And you still didn't see them after 2 plays.
No. But
the cool thing is, snowballs. It says, eat snow, asshole. When this card is revealed, immediately take it. No search required. And there is a rules follow-up from AJ, the designer, online. He said, even if you're anywhere on the board, even during setup, if one of these snowballs shows up, you get it right away. And you may discard the snowballs when adjacent to the killer, so not in his space, to take a distraction action card.
Wow.
So you're just like, throw it, get a card to your hand, and then you can play that to drop your horror down, so you're distracting him.
Not bad.
And it looks like there is multiples, which that sucks that you didn't see any, even set aside. Maybe there's some. Oh no, it's just 2, just 2. I thought there was gonna be a whole bunch. Then there's a whistle. Elves have powerful ears. Spend time to use a whistle once per action phase. When used, all enemies and victims move 1 space towards you. So that gets around the you getting hurt from moving into victim spaces if you bring them to you.
Yep.
And then go save them and stuff or
That's
get them away
helpful.
from the killer.
Yep.
Candy, of course.
Oh.
Gumdrops, sugar plums, candy canes. Oh my. Discard candy during the action phase to make a horror roll of 5 dice. For each success, choose one of the following. Increase 2 time, or take 2 health, or move 1 space.
Wow.
That's common to have that kind of thing in the game. There's another hammer. Oh, there's 2 hammers at least.
Hammers. So I could have got this from the item set aside, right?
No, this is...
Oh, that's not the set aside?
Maybe it is. I don't remember. No, I think the set aside are still here.
Oh, okay.
I think. But either way, it was in the locations, I think. Santa's sack. All I want for Christmas is discard Santa's sack to look at all the item cards set aside during setup and take one of your choice.
Oh.
Just helps you find when items aren't showing up and stuff that you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Comet. Are you as fast as they say? Place Comet in your space. Comet can move with you. Once each action phase, while with Comet, you and Comet may move directly to the runway. Victims cannot follow you when using this effect. Okay, so you can like teleport around the board basically. Milk and cookies. OMG. What is in this milk and these cookies? Discard this during the action phase to recover all health. Then there is Ice Skate. A blade is a blade at this point. So basically it's a melee weapon to slice Krampus a little bit. More milk and cookies. Oh, there is a slingshot.
Okay.
I guess no kids wished for a bazooka.
Oh.
So 2 use, 2-handed item at 1 range away, do a damage. The slingshot may only modify the weak attack action card.
Oh.
So it's kind of like a cruddy weapon, but I mean, you'll take anything at that point. So you can slingshot some cool at him. No way, they added a BB gun. You'll shoot your eye out.
Oh, that's
Maybe
funny.
I can shoot its eyes out.
But it doesn't do any damage. 1 to 2, 2 hands.
So the BB gun may only modify the weak attack action. When you damage the killer with the BB gun, you lose the horror. It's
Oh,
a
so it
BB
doesn't
gun.
do any damage.
It just like pokes him, right?
Oh.
And then you drop some horror.
Clever. I wouldn't want that one though, I don't think.
You'll shoot your eye out. That's sick. That's sick. That's in the game. And look, there's like scratches on the handle or whatever that
How many kills?
show how many kills you got. Misfit toys. So they have their own token. The toys, they're attacking. Place Misfit Toys token in each exit space. During the upkeep phase, move each Misfit toy 1 space closer to the killer. Then all Misfit toys, when a Misfit toy shares the same space as an enemy, discard the token and deal damage to that enemy.
Oh, that's huge.
So it's like you're sending a little toy army after him. That's cool.
Okay.
Then we have the Woodcutter's Axe.
Oh, I like that.
Still just as deadly at the North Pole. So this is obviously like a oh my god weapon, but it's probably a one of in the whole thing. Yep. This pepper spray. These 2 are in a few of the different sets, so I think that's why they're joking that you can still find it at the North Pole. And pepper spray, we've seen that a few times.
Oh, okay.
So some of the items show up in different location sets and stuff. It's just totally fine.
Yeah, definitely. That was so fun.
Yeah, cool, right?
Yeah.
Plenty of, I'm not going to go through the events. We'll leave those to the imagination. But I was just curious about that thematic items. But I do know there is Santa Claus special victim in here. A Yeti is in here. So I'll just leave those. Maybe next year's playthrough, we'll see this and see some different stuff come up.
But wait, you need to look at because I won.
Oh,
you need to look at the item or whatever.
Oh yeah, you get a present for winning.
Yes.
So do not open until you have survived a game with Mrs. Claus. For Mrs. Claus eyes only.
We won. So.
Joe Jones says, don't usually comment in the chat. Hey, that's all good.
Okay.
I understand. These people in the chat, you don't want to be part of that, I know. Thank you for spending some Christmas time with us. I'm from the UK and just settling down after a day of food and board games. You're doing it right.
Yes.
Merry Christmas. Happy to contribute.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Hope you had an amazing Christmas.
Yes.
And hope you have an awesome holidays.
That's awesome. I know after the stream, I'm going to go cook some turkey dinner.
So what you have found, your present is Mrs. Claus's rolling pin.
Love it.
This item can only be used when Mrs. Claus is chosen as the final girl. And then it has rules on the back. How these work is you can just shuffle them into the item deck. Then they may or may not be in the game, maybe off to the side, but you maybe can find them. Or if you really want to see it in your playthrough, you could first get your 12 items you need to set up for the location, discard 1, shuffle it right in so it has a better chance of showing up. Or if you want, like you can, I've seen people online that like literally just put it on the top of a deck randomly. They really want to use it, you know?
Want it, yeah.
It's your card, you do whatever you want with it, your game.
It does.
Mrs. Claus's rolling pin. You must roll constantly and consistently. So it's a one-handed melee for 1 extra damage. If you've already damaged a target this turn, treat the damage modifier as 2 damage for the rest of the turn. So again, Mrs. Claus, like I said, she is themed at going aggressively at him because she's got all the heals.
Yeah.
So this tells you right there that she is about like just running at him and pounding the crap out of him.
Yeah, that's
and
good.
then tanking damage, basically, right?
Yep. Which is kind of how I tried to play at more closer to the end. It was hard in the beginning, but where we were located, but definitely
maybe we
awesome.
save Cindy's for later.
Yeah, no spoilers yet. We gotta earn it.
Yep. But yeah. There you go.
I really can't believe I won. Maybe with all the help of everybody.
I don't know if you just sit and think and plan and like get a little luck, but
you
like
get excited, right?
yeah, and you're just like, I'm gonna do this on this turn, but then you're like, oh, I forgot that he is going to do this to me, or could have done that in his deck. But like, if you just like think about what's possible, try to plan for the best, and react to the worst properly, and be prepared as best you can. Hope a little luck on your side. Have enough cards to use for the 3s and 4s at the right times. Not get greedy sometimes. Know when to invest in the right action at the right time, and like how to prioritize in your hand what's going on, prioritize what to do on certain turns. Yeah, it's just like risks and reward, like, you know, balancing that, I guess. But yeah.
Well, that was fun. Thank you, everyone.
If you're not naughty, Krampus won't get you, says Yogi.
I guess that's true.
But anyways, thank you all for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for joining. Thanks for all the support from these people and others, of course. We appreciate all the support. Hope you guys had a great holiday. Merry Christmas if you celebrate. Happy holidays, you know, all that kind of stuff. Anything you're doing. Hope you're chilling. Hope you're playing board games like we just were. All holidays, you know, rope in some other board gamers. Maybe pull out a classic game from your collection to play. You know, play some lighter family games if you're not into that, just to have, you know, some other people have some fun at the table with you. But yeah, Mel, anything else?
No, thank you guys for your help, for your input, for your laughs today, for your super chats and donations. Thank you so much.
Thanks
I
for the
really
super chats,
appreciate it. This was a lot of fun to play with you guys. I had a great time. Thank you for teaching me this game, and
No
like
problem.
just another game that I can add to like my collection of what I've played. And I would love to play this again. So.
All right. Santa, she won't stop talking. Can you just get rid of her, please? Thank you. Thank you for all the Christmas miracles, Santa. Thanks for helping out. Thanks for having Mel here just for when I want her here and not when I want her here. I appreciate that you can just get rid of her. So awesome day full of Christmas miracles. Thank you everyone for watching. And I, Rob, will see you in the next one. And Mel hopefully is back to making dinner so I have something to eat when I'm done here. And hopefully she's not too mad at what I just did to her. But anyways, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next stream. Bye.